joining us from Oakfield, Mayville, Winnebago Lutheran Academy, North Fond du Lac, Springs, Laconia, Lamira. We've got schools like Waupun, Campbellsport, and a whole lot more. This is going to be a great show here tonight. Now, this show has been a brainchild of our organization. This is the 4th year that we've done this show, and we are happy to say that the last 2 years, this very show that we're watching tonight has won Best Digital Production in the entire state of Wisconsin in medium market. Hats off to you guys. Thank you. Good job. All right, so we are going to take a break, and when we come back, we are going to talk some 8-man football. We are going to talk Oakfield. Next, it's on Radio Plus Video Sports. We see them waiting in the wings. They're on deck. It's the Oakfield Oak 8-man football team next on Radio Plus Video Sports. Thanks for being here tonight.
Play at all ages and stages of life to keep us and our communities healthy and happy and full of energy and excitement. Join our movement. Bring intergenerational, inclusive, and developmentally rich play to your community today.
It's more than just a job. It truly is a family. They value you, great pay, great benefits. They definitely care about setting people up for success in their retirement years. I don't see a reason to want to leave.
Life is full of milestones, big and small. At Fond du Lac Credit Union, we're proud to be a part of your journey. From landing your first job to moving into your dream home, starting a family, or planning for what's next, we make the money part easy so you can focus on what matters most. Whatever stage you're in, we're right there with you. Fond du Lac Credit Union, here for life and every stage along the way. For more information, visit fdlcu.com or stop in today.
Hello world, wake me up to another good morning, time to go.
Go where summer leads you in an all-wheel drive Mazda SUV and lock in low 2.9% 72-month financing plus deferred payments on favorites like off-road ready Mazda CX-50, 3-row Mazda CX-90, and more.
We are all running for.
Choose from over 220 new Mazdas. Find yours and discover the difference at Holiday Mazda of Fond du Lac. It's worth the trip.
Welcome back into the high school football prep preview kickoff show built by Radio Plus Sports. And with us is Jeff Sauer. Jeff, let me shake your hand, my friend. How are you tonight? Good to see you.
I'm doing well, Nick. I am really excited about what we've got going on here with our cooperation and stuff. And with the football kicking off, I'm excited about what we got covering here in this greater Fond du Lac area.
So about 4, 5, 6 weeks ago, we reached across the table and we developed a partnership with regards to different coverage and schools, and that's going to be something that we're really excited about, because what that'll do is that'll have an opportunity to cover so many more schools, areas, teams, and have some fun along the way, right?
Absolutely. It's going to be fantastic that we can combine our resources and make sure that we got plenty of space.
One of the main schools, Jeff, that you'll have the opportunity to cover within our channels is Oakfield and some 8-man football. We have some guests with us here. Oakfield coach Corey Rickert. How are you, sir? Good to see you.
Very, very good, and thank you for having us. This is awesome.
You bet. Lennon Rowell, senior running back, linebacker. Good to see you. How are you?
Good. Thanks for having me.
And James Kutzer, senior running back and linebacker as well.
Yep. It's good to see you.
Yeah. You too. Well, gentlemen, thanks for coming in here. We're going to talk some high school football and have a little fun along the way here, Coach. Beginning with the off season, I guess. Talk about that a little bit for us.
Well, it's always longer than I wish it was. We didn't end real well last year, so there's been a bad taste in a lot of our guys' mouth. Lost in the first round of the playoffs. Thought we were a stronger team than that, and but the work has been unbelievable. The guys, these two for sure, and then many more, put a lot of work in the weight room, getting stronger. We're a collectively stronger team than we've been in the past, and I feel like they're ready to go.
You go back, 2 years ago, also almost making it to the title game, and then 8-1 last year. A very successful 8-man regular season behind Elkhart Lake, a team that you'll see tomorrow night and that you lose to last week. We'll get to that in a moment here, but if you could explain a little 8-man football, what makes it a little different than the traditional 11-man football, just in case people don't know.
Absolutely. We basically, most teams take away the linemen, 2 offensive linemen. So we need to start 3 on the line, and most 11-man teams will have 5. There's a reason why many teams are an 8-man. They're playing freshmen. They're short on numbers. They're just small schools. And we don't always make them big. So it's easiest just to take away 2 on the line and an extra receiver. So that's how we get our 8 on offense.
What I find really interesting about watching you, Coach, and I've had the privilege of covering you guys for the last couple of years, 8-man has a lot of high-scoring games that take place, and it seems to make it a little bit more exciting. So just talk a little bit about how that takes place in the 8-man situation.
Well, I'm the defensive guy, so that just makes my hair fall out even more. But no, yeah, it does open up. I remember when we've been in 8-man now. This is going to be our 13th year, and I remember, and I was the defensive coordinator, and I did research on it, and they always said, or everything I read was, you're always a man short on defense, and I can't explain it. It just, we are. It always seems to be a hole that somebody finds. So we just hope to plug a little more grass than other people do.
Let's turn a couple of questions over to the players. James, let's start with you. You okay? Things all right?
Yeah, I'm good.
All right, good. First team, all-conference selection, running back last year. What do you hope to utilize, this year? What do you think?
Definitely hoping probably for the same thing.
Okay.
I don't know. And definitely hoping for more yards this year than last year for sure.
Play defense too?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Offense or defense, what do you like better? What do you think? Now, keep in mind you got your D guy sitting right here. Okay.
I'm watching.
Yeah. I don't know. It's a tough decision. I'm going to probably have to go offense, though, because it's just the thrill of scoring a touchdown is,
James, you're a linebacker, correct?
Yeah, that's
So
correct.
talk to me a little bit about how your mentality as you're playing that linebacker position here, especially in 8-man football. Keys, what are you expecting to do from that position?
Just find the open hole and hit somebody. I mean, that's about it.
Okay.
And that's how he plays offense too.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Be the aggressor there too, right?
He waits for everybody to do their job, and then he just runs people over.
Lennon, senior running back and linebacker as well.
Most definitely.
All right. What do you like better? Talk to us a little bit here, buddy.
I'm outnumbered.
Like James said, is a tough decision. Me personally, I'm gonna have to say defense. I just like keeping it up. The defense wins games.
Yeah.
To me, I just like being that. Just being there. Can't think right now the best.
Yeah.
One of the things that Coach prides himself on, and maybe you can talk about it, what is one of the defensive goals? Because I know when I've interviewed Coach, and I know what his goals always are about what he's going to try and do to the opponent's offense. So what is the defensive goals that you guys have established for this year?
Everybody does their jobs. Very minimal first downs. Hopefully 0 touchdowns. We get We get donuts the next Monday.
Wondering if that was coming
If our
out.
team
I'm going to
don't
be
let
broke
any
this year.
touchdowns.
That's what you're hoping for, right? Yeah.
Good deal. So, guys, as you look up here at the Southeast eight-man football conference, right? This is from last year. You see Elkhart Lake Glen Beulah at 7-0 on top, and you guys right behind them at 6-1. Tomorrow night is right off the bat a big night where you have them and you have them at home.
Absolutely.
Talk about that for us a little bit here.
Yeah, that's not lost on us. We're focused on that. In the past, our conference hasn't always been the strongest, but when you get the conference champion right away, and it wasn't you and you wanted it to be, there's a chip. There's a lot of guys with a lot of pride. We're a senior team, and there's a lot of pride, and we want this game. Obviously, we want everyone, but and this one means a lot to all of us.
Talk about it, guys. The grit, the determination for Thursday night.
I don't like Elkhart Lake.
Is it their logo?
Is it mutual?
Probably.
Maybe, yeah. Okay.
Like Coach said earlier, we got a lot of guys putting a lot of work physically. We've came a long way mentally. We all work really well together. Got a great bond. We've all been playing together for quite some time now. We're just pretty excited to play this game.
James?
Yeah, I mean, there's been a sign in the weight room for 200 and some days, counting down to this game. So, I mean, we're all excited for it.
Yeah.
We're all going to be itching tomorrow
And-
when
and-
that ball is snapped.
And I don't think the community is as well. And Oakfield is one of those tight-knit communities, whether it be basketball or ladies softball or football. There's something to be said about these smaller communities, right, Jeff?
Oh.
Rallying around and lifting you up.
They come out and support us. And it wasn't always that case years ago, but they come out and support us. I can't say anything bad about our fans. They're fantastic.
Yeah, I have enjoyed my time immensely coming to Oakfield, and I talk about this a lot with them about feeling like it's been our adopted community to go there because we get down there with the players, but the fans. I mean, there's bleachers that are there, but everybody brings their lawn chairs, and they're sitting right there, and you sometimes wonder when you're watching the game how many of the fans are going to get run over or jump out into the field and get involved in the play.
Don't give anybody ideas, please.
Let's talk before we look at the schedule for Oakfield here. Talk about some of the other guys. You've got two main ones right here. Who are some of the other playmakers, Coach, that you want to highlight?
Lincoln Lobbs is coming back. He was all-state offensive lineman last year.
Moving to nose.
Moving to nose.
Right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
we're moving him to nose. And a couple of years ago in that state semifinal, we had to move him up. We needed a four-man front, and that gave me a rash just to begin with. But I was fortunate enough to coach in an all-star game after that. And Florence had a very great offensive lineman, and he made a comment that Lincoln was the best nose tackle he ever faced, and that kid didn't even practice there. So when Alex moved on, it was a no-brainer. That's what we're going to do. We're loaded. Bo Bile, 6'7", on the defensive end. He's great, catches balls. On offense, Braden Gluga is shifty, hard to catch. He's that gnat on defense and that a really good annoyance on offense. He goes up and gets everything. We're going to start Austin Harmson out. He's a junior quarterback.
Right.
Yeah. And on defense, we have a system on defense where we're just loaded on linebackers. You see two here, but we got 3 or 4 more that they're going to be all rotating in. They're mainly all starters on offense, but we're going to be rotating them into multiple positions because they're just such good athletes. But Austin's one of those guys too. I mean, the list is there. We just have a lot of really good guys that are going to participate well.
Gentlemen, talk a little bit about, I'm sorry there,
Go
Nick.
ahead.
Just
Yep.
talk a little bit about the experience that you guys have already had. What I've noticed from coaches, he does a great job when the game is under control, at least from his side. He gets a lot of the younger guys into the game. So talk about the amount of game time experience that you guys have already had.
When I was a freshman or sophomore, I was on special teams, kickoff, kick return. that got me out feeling varsity action. And last year started running back and linebacker, and just got me a lot more comfortable. I'm a lot more comfortable than I was.
Yeah, they don't like getting out now, though. They're not fans of that.
And James, how about you?
Yeah. I mean, same with him. You know, freshman, sophomore, being on special teams, get to your first experience under the lights, gets all the jitters out right away before you are actually starting.
Yeah.
And, yeah.
All right. Oakfield with us here, part of our Radio Plus Sports Football Prep Preview Kickoff Show. Nick Rush, Jeff Sauer hosting this segment of the program here. And guys, final question here as we take a look at the schedule. I know what is number one on the list for the schedule that we've already talked about. Anything else stick out to you guys here as you take a look at your schedule for the upcoming year?
Valley Christian.
Yeah. That was one that I would have circled as well. Lennon, you had something, jumping in. What else are you looking at?
I was going to say Valley Christian. They got a lot of guys returning. But
Okay. James?
Yeah, I'd say Valley Christian too, but I'm also looking forward to not having to drive all the way to Kickapoo again. That was pretty awful.
Right.
Well, the bus ride, they went west before we went east to go home last year. So, yeah, we weren't fans of that.
Extended time.
Yeah.
Extended time to think about those donuts.
Right. Little team bonding there.
Yeah. Actually, most people were sleeping, so they didn't have a clue at the time.
All right. Well, gentlemen, we wish you the best this high school football season. Jeff, in closing, anything else to add?
I'm really excited about to see how the Oaks, the Mighty Oaks, are going to rebound from how things ended last year. And I'm pretty excited to see how the community is going to rally around them once again, Nick.
Pre-game, what time tomorrow, Jeff?
We will be on air at 6:30. We're going to try and get an interview here yet today. So we'll have a coach's interview, and we got all things ready to start rolling already at Municipal Field. Is that correct?
Village Park.
Village Park. Thank you. Sorry about that. Yeah.
Right. Well, gentlemen, best of luck this season. We'll be covering you the run here, and thanks for coming in. Okay.
Thank you. Thanks for having us.
All right, you bet.
Thank you very much.
That is
thank you.
Oakfield with us here, part of our Radio Plus Sports Football Prep Preview Kickoff Show. That's Oakfield coach Corey Rickert, Lennon Rawls, and James Kutzer, again with us here today. When we come back, we'll have a very special interview with the Flyway Conference, and we'll go to the Mayville Cardinals. I believe they're waiting in the wings. There they are. They're the Mayville Cardinals from the Flyway, and they'll be in this room when we come back. This is our Radio Plus Sports Prep Preview Kickoff Show built by Pino Buildings and Pino Construction. Stand by.
At Musa Sheet Metal, they spend generations building a better everyday life. They don't just build panels, they build a legacy. They're growing, innovating, and pushing the limits again with their brand new 24-gauge stocked steel line. Musa colors created by the Musa team, 25 bold choices ready to go, delivering the best solutions in architectural sheet metal. Say hi to the Musa apprentices. They're your neighbors, your classmates, and the future of the industry. Musa Sheet Metal, revolutionizing steel, building the future.
Your dream space starts with quartz countertops from Quest Interiors. Whether it's your kitchen, bathroom, mudroom, or even a closet island, we custom fabricate one-of-a-kind surfaces that elevate every room. And the best part? We install many in as little as 1 week, quickly turning your vision into reality. Visit our showrooms in Oshkosh and Fond du Lac. Quest Interiors, exceptional style, exceptional savings.
For over 120 years, Bristol Morgan Bank has served central Wisconsin communities. We're still here, not just as your financial partner, but as a community partner. Communities change over time. They grow, your business grows, your family priorities change. This is why, over the years, we've adapted to the needs of our customers, offering digital tools for convenience, scheduling in-person appointments where and when it works for you, designing products to impact your financial future, because that's what community banks do.
This is Craig Larson, sales manager with locally owned Dufresne Moving and Storage. Moving is very important to me, and I take pride in making sure our clients are happy with their overall experience at a reasonable cost and done in a high quality manner. We have a crew that is dedicated on taking care of your stuff. Call me today for an estimate at 1-800-425-MOVE or visit us at DufresneMoving.com. Dufresne Moving and Storage of Fond du Lac. making your move and storage of goods simple.
Marco, the name our area trusts for all things related to your tax return. For over 60 years, our community has trusted the Marco Tax Service at 43 East 3rd Street, Fond du Lac.
You've dreamt of the kind of home you want to live in for years. Now is the time to turn that dream into a reality. Quest Interiors has you covered with flooring, cabinetry, and countertops all in one place. From kitchens and bathrooms to family and bedrooms, bring your vision to life with professional installation. Visit our showrooms in Oshkosh and Fond du Lac. Quest Interiors, exceptional style, exceptional savings.
The Roush Insurance Agency, and proud to sponsor our local athletes doing what they love. Do you have people in your life that you love? Your loved ones count on you. Hi, this is Tony Walters, agent with the Roush Insurance Agency. Let us at the Roush Insurance Agency give you a free, no-obligation life insurance quote so you're safe and secure for when the unexpected happens. To find out more about your free, no-obligation quote, give us a call today. The Roush Insurance Agency, properly insuring you for your future. Good luck, area athletes, on your quest to a state title.
It's more than just a job. It truly is a family. They value you, great pay, great benefits. They definitely care about setting people up for success in their retirement years. I don't see a reason to want to leave.
Here at the Wellness Way Fond du Lac, we disrupt the standard approach to healthcare. We understand that common is not normal, and unlike the restrictive healthcare mentality, we dig deeper to find answers to life-restricting health challenges. While focusing on overcoming interference in the body, we go beyond symptom-based care and address your unique physiology, allowing your mind and body to find its way to better health. You don't need to merely get through every day, but rather take control of your life and, more importantly, your health. The Wellness Way Fond du Lac. Do health differently.
Welcome back into our Radio Plus Sports Prep Preview Kickoff Show from our headquarters here at 210 South Main Street, Fond du Lac, built by Pino Construction and Pino Buildings. We are glad to be joined by Justin Schwartzmiller. Justin, how are you, buddy? Good to see you.
Good. How are you, Nick?
Doing just fine. And we'd like to welcome in this room and in this studio the Mayville Cardinals from the Flyway Conference.
Good evening.
Coach Scott Hilber. How are you, buddy?
I'm well, thank you.
All right. And also Landon Baker. Landon, hi there.
How's it going?
Tate Drinkwine. Tate, how are you?
Pretty good. How are you?
And Devin Wendorf with us. Devin, how are you?
Amazing.
All right. Well, thanks for being here, guys. We appreciate you. We always like to start with a question. The off season, how was it? How is it? How we looking?
Good. I mean, we really enjoyed the summer. The boys showed up pretty well, and it went quick, like it normally does. But the kids worked hard, and they had some fun together, and we're all geared up and ready to go.
Do you guys play other sports besides football? If so, what other sports?
I played basketball and then baseball.
Okay.
Basketball and golf.
We had a little bit of summer league basketball going on, and Coach had me and Landon run some tracks. So.
Devin, flip on your mic up there, up top, if you could, with that little button up there, just so we can hear you. Yep, up top.
Seriously.
Yeah, there we go. Producing live on the radio. There you go. Is it on now?
I don't.
Up, just up top.
It said it was on.
Up top. All right, very good. Okay. So, Coach, if you could kind of walk through how things are this season compared to the previous last couple of years, what do you think?
Well, any year in Mayville, Eric, in high school football, you know, you graduate kids and you bring back what you're dealt with, and we lost a lot of production last year. You know, that's without a doubt, and the only individual that you'll see from the stat line coming back offensively is Landon. But however, it doesn't mean that we're inexperienced, because a lot of guys that come in and now they're playing those skill positions, they started on defense last year. You know, a good majority of them. And we returned a lot of line depth, which is great. We feel like we're kind of ahead of the game right now in terms of the evolution of our offense because of that experience. And, you know, they worked, they grew. The most important thing for me is that you can enjoy coaching the people that you're with. And I like hanging out with these guys and coaching them. They're good kids. They're intelligent. They're a little goofy, and we always appreciate the comic relief. We work hard, but we try not to take it too serious. You know, it's high school football. We're all here to have fun.
Yeah. Guys, who's the biggest jokester in the room?
Tate.
Tate?
Tate.
Yeah.
Tate.
I'm not going to ask for a one-liner now. If you got one, go ahead. But no, I'm going to put you on the spot here.
No.
Right?
It makes a lot of sense. I knew his dad for a long time, so it makes a lot of sense.
Yeah. All right. Double-digit wins last year for the Cardinals. Share the conference championship. A couple of other schools happy with that. Pleased.
Oh,
with
absolutely.
That.
Yeah. I mean, you get hiccups on the road, but you know it's how you respond to adversity. You always want that out of kids, and that Week 8 game against Springs was tough. We were happy to be in the position that we were. We never knew where we would be. You know, we know where we want to be. We ultimately want to compete with everyone, and we think that we can. The year before, things didn't work out for us very well in late in games, and last year they did. And we were able to overcome a lot. And then Week 8, drop on the Springs, but then be able to rebound and beat Lemire in Week 9. That spoke to the resiliency of our team and our program. And we expect the same thing from these guys.
Skill positions.
Yep.
Is that a big question? I mean, losing Sawyer Hardesty, obviously you can't really just plug anybody in there for 2,500 yards.
That's
but kind of talk about that through.
Yeah, it's you just do things different. You know, a few years ago we had a pretty good running back named Blake, and we kind of got spoiled by him, and we got sloppy, quite frankly, as an offense. And then when we went through a year without him, we found that we don't execute as well as we should. And last year, we put an emphasis on executing with, you know, the way wing T is supposed to be, you know, executed with, you know, the trickery or the misdirection and movement, stuff like that. Yeah. And we really arose with that and started implementing more of an option game with the presence of Sawyer. So Sawyer's gone, so now we just do things different. You know, Brandon, he's taking that position at tailback. He's pretty talented. He's the real deal. He's got all the tools. And then on the ends, you know, at the halfback positions, we got athletes that can move. Quite frankly, we feel that we are probably a more explosive team than we were a year ago, just not nearly as big back there.
Yeah, I know. A lot of younger guys in your program. I know. I'm around the Mayville program as much as I can be, and just coming from the area, you have a good sophomore and junior class there. I know there's a quarterback battle going on right now with you guys, and from what I've heard from inside sources on that coaching staff, that you maybe get a little more running out of the quarterback position this year.
Well, we're hoping. You know, that's what we want to do, and we told both gentlemen that regardless of who wins, we're going to run the ball with the quarterback, and they're both capable of doing it. Ultimately, we did decide who we're going. We're going with Emerson Middlestat. His brother was our quarterback on our 2 trips to state. That's no pressure on Emerson. Emerson, he brings a lot to the table in terms of his leadership and his experience because he played some free safety last year for us quite well. He's a tough kid. The reason why we went with him and over the other guys basically out of need for our team. We were able to use Joe Promersberger, you know, who was he's going to be getting a lot of our left half reps, you know, replacing Jordan Schlender, who was some pretty big shoes to fill as well last year for us. So that's their spot, and that's where we're at leading into the season. You never know where it's going to go from there.
Guys, what are you looking forward to most for the season coming up for the Mayville Cardinals?
I think it's going to be nice to see how everyone fills in to spots that we need and see how the team responds to losing all those seniors.
Mm-hmm. And second team all conference as a linebacker, I believe, last year, right? Got good honors for you, right?
Yeah. It was nice because I played middle linebacker for half the season, and then I switched over to outside. And then this season I'm going to be going back to middle.
What do you like better?
Probably outside.
Outside,
a little less painful.
Contain? Yeah. Okay. All right. What are you looking forward to most?
Excited to play a few teams, non-con games like HorrorCon, stuff like that, and then conference games like Lemira.
Okay.
And get back at Springs and whatever.
Okay. Devin?
I'm going to have to agree with Landon. I'm excited to see how kind of everyone fits into the machine and how well they do their part.
How's your speed? Good?
I would say pretty good, yeah.
Pretty good? You did track
I did.
last year for the
Yep.
first time, right? Was that to improve upon, you can say it in front of the coach, to improve upon this football season?
Yeah.
Maybe, yeah. Okay. Guys, I'm going to bring up the schedule here. You mentioned a couple of those non-conference games,
Yeah.
right? But you can take anybody on the schedule here. I guess, what are you looking forward to most as you look at your schedule?
Well, I'm going to give you the coach speech, but I mean it 100%.
Yeah.
And it's Cedar Grove. And there's a reason why we have them number one every year, because they're a quality program. They're always top 5, 10 ranked in their division. They're always at the top of their conference. And they give you just such a good barometer of where you're at as a program. You know, last year we were able to come away from going to there with a victory. And, you know, that really jump-started a lot of our kids. About 4 years ago, when we went to state in 2021, we lost to them the first game of the year, and that refocused the team and allowed us to say, well, a couple of these puzzle pieces aren't going to work out. We need to change up. And that's what they do for us. So I'm really excited to see how these guys come out and compete against them. You know, the focus right now doesn't have to be we want to win, we want to win. Of course we want to win, but most importantly, we want to be our best. And we're going to figure a lot of that out on Friday.
Anything stick out, guys? Maybe a conference matchup?
I'm excited for the Springs game. They're the only team in our conference that beat us last year, and they also beat us the year before. So it'd be nice to take home a win this year.
Tate, anything stick out?
Yeah, I'm going to say Springs.
Okay. Devin?
Springs.
Springs. Okay. Seems to be
Seems they marked it down on the calendar.
jotted it down there. The biggest, and any one of you guys can answer this, the biggest question coming into the season, and maybe uncertainty coming into the season. What do you think?
I think it's if we can just limit the mental mistakes. I think right now, early on in the season, we're making a lot of mental mistakes. Things that we should know by now. It's just not really coming together fully. But over time, we're getting better with it. And if we can really limit the mental mistakes, I think we'll be a pretty dangerous team.
Tate, anything stick out?
Yeah, we have like a lot of people doing new positions and playing where they didn't last year. So just some of those mental mistakes.
Okay.
Yeah, I would have to agree. We're a pretty physical team, so I think if we limit the mental mistakes, we can be pretty great.
Mayville's always been known for physicality and big guys up front and running you over and running the football.
Yeah.
Is that spot on? This year too?
That's the winning formula for over high school football. And if you can do that, you know, it's hard to, you know, to guarantee you're going to bring in talent every year. But if you bring in a tough mindset and you play football the right way, then you can always compete.
All right.
All I had was for Landon. I mean, you're coming back with 66 tackles last year. You're a force in the middle of the defense. And what can you bring is, obviously you guys lost some senior leadership last year. What's going to be different this year for your senior leadership?
I think the seniors this year definitely have to step up a bit more, fill in all those spots like we were talking about earlier. And I think we all just have to work together. If we all come together and work as a force, I think we'll replace them pretty well. I think we have spots that we can fill pretty good.
Tate?
No, I don't really have anything.
No. Devin?
Yeah, I think we have a really good group of guys that are ready to step up and take their role.
Okay. As you take a look at the biggest, the strongest point of the Mayville program, what is it right now? The strongest part of the puzzle?
Probably our size.
Yeah.
Our size up front. Our depth is hurting a little bit right now, and we mentioned, I mentioned back in the summer that we might have a possibility to be able to platoon our lines, but that's not going to be a reality for us just based on circumstances right now. But we feel like we got some pretty good size up front with experience, but we don't have a lot of depth, really, quite frankly, on our whole team. You know, so we got to be creative, you know, with where we place people, and people are forced to learn multiple positions in order for us to create that depth.
All right, we're talking again here with Mayville head coach Scott Hilber, Landon Baker, Tate Drinkwine, and Devin Wendorf. Gentlemen, we'd like to wish you the best of luck this season.
Thank you.
And we appreciate your time and making the trip up and sharing your thoughts on the upcoming season. Anything else to add?
I just want to say I appreciate you guys because for what you do for high school sports. I mean, this Jeff and you guys all kind of coming together and working for us. It's just amazing. So we feel blessed to have you guys in your areas. Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome. Scott Nye says hi, by the way, too. He does, too. Guys, anything else you want to add?
I just want to shout out Braxton Weiss. He's a big supporter. So.
Okay.
I don't have anything.
You don't have any shout-outs?
Shout out Weston Teeters and Joe Prom.
Okay. Devin, shout out?
Shout out Brady Zitlow. You know, he's going to be stepping into a bigger role this year, so it's kind of going to be nice to see what he's going to be able to do.
Okay. Any shout-outs to Mom and Dad?
Shout out Mom and Dad.
Yeah.
Shout out Mom and Dad.
Love you, Mom and Dad.
Love you,
Love
Mom.
you.
Yep, love you guys.
Well, guys, thanks for coming in. We appreciate it, and best of luck this season, okay?
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right. That is Mayville and head coach Scott Hilber. Again, Landon Baker, Tate Drinkwine, and Devin Wendorf as well, part of our Radio Plus Sports Prep Preview Kickoff program. We are going to talk more of the Wisconsin Flyweight Conference when we come back right here. It's on Radio Plus Video Sports right after this. Stand by.
Integrity Saw and Tool is a proud sponsor of Fond du Lac area sports. They wish the best of luck to all local teams this fall and winter. Integrity prides itself on being the fastest producer of high-quality cutting tools and providing the most reliable sharpening service in the industry. If you're looking for a challenging career with excellent benefits and a family atmosphere, contact the team at integritysaw.com. That's integritysaw.com.
A personal experience with a custom feel. Each home Smith Builders builds is unique. The design and selections perfectly crafted for you. To learn more, visit smithbuildersinc.com or stop by 227 Morris Court. Smith Builders of Fond du Lac. Traditional values, exceptional services. A proud sponsor of local high school sports.
Okay, let's start with some clouds, some mountains over there, and finally a river. Hey, Dad, look.
Looks like the perfect spot.
American Family Insurance is here to protect your family on the road with the Travel Peace of Mind package.
American Family Insurance.
Visit Brad Tagle Pizza today in Fond du Lac or Ripon.
We need play at all ages and stages of life to keep us and our communities healthy and happy and full of energy and excitement. Join our movement. Bring intergenerational, inclusive, and developmentally rich play to your community today.
The $7 Lux Cravings Box has the Gordita Supreme? What is this, the 90s? This flashback is off the hook. The 90s Gordita Supreme is back in the $7 Lux Cravings Box. Relive the decades, only at Taco Bell. Booyah!
One of my favorite things about working at Hoppers is meeting all the new people, seeing all the new faces come in. We come out with a new product or a new way to do something and they come in. I find a lot of joy in just seeing them smile.
I think that all of our customers come in with a vision and they have an idea in their head of like what they want their apparel to look like. Our goal is to exceed the customer's expectations by providing them with high quality apparel and help bring their ideas to life.
When you hire the attorneys with the Everson Law Office, you're getting more than professional presentation. The attorneys at Everson Law Office are committed to excellence and have been successfully representing their clients since 2005. Practicing business law, estate planning, probate, guardianships, and real estate, they work closely with their clients, providing exceptional legal services that are catered specifically to their needs. Call attorney William Everson at 920-922-7113 or go to everson-law.com.
And once again, good evening, everybody. Welcome back into our Radio Plus Sports Prep Preview Kickoff Show. Week number 1 of the high school football season is almost 48 hours away. Oakfield plays on Thursday, but again, the chunk of the state of Wisconsin will play on Friday night and kick the whole thing off. Going to be a lot of fun. We've been doing this show, again, this is the 4th year of our preview kickoff show built by Pino Buildings and Pino Construction. Again, so glad you're along with us here tonight. Lance LeCue is with us here. Lance is one of the newest members of our Radio Plus team. Lance, thanks for being here.
Yeah, great to be here.
Winnebago Lutheran Academy is up next. Kevin Lair, head coach of the Vikings. Coach, how are you tonight?
Doing well. Made her through camp. Beautiful night out, and excited to be here. Excited for the season to kick off.
Yeah, you bet. Frankie Wiedmeyer with us in studio in the room, and Spencer Lair and Mason Faust with us here. Gentlemen, thanks for being here.
Thanks for having us.
All right. So the off-season coach through camp, 48 hours away from the opening kickoff to the season. Talk about the off-season for us a little bit here.
No, yeah, the off-season went really well. We have Coach Jacobs and Coach Quist in house, and it's, I think, their 3rd year now running our weight room, and it's really come along. These guys lead the group in the summer weights and strength and conditioning, and it's been fantastic. You know, that it's really built up in momentum the last 4 years. So, we're excited. 2nd year in our offense, 2nd year of Gannon at quarterback, and we're excited to see what happens.
Gannon Schwartz passing for about 553 last year, and was a dual threat as well on the ground. Had some kickoff returns for touchdowns, so he doesn't take a break on the field at all.
No, he doesn't. Much like any of our guys, you know, our guys don't take breaks. So we got to be. We preach hydration. So.
Yeah. Well, Frankie, let's start with you. Thanks for being here. Talk about the off season for you.
Yeah, it's just a lot of lifting and eating right, because you eat right and you lift heavy, then you're gonna get all that to your muscles and keep growing them. Because I feel like consistency is key. Like if you stay consistent 4 to 5 times a week, you'll see progress. You'll keep getting better and better. And I think that's the best way to keep your off season well.
Nutrition, big part of your program here. All right. So Spencer, how's it going? How was your off season?
Oh, it was good. Getting in the weight room a lot with the boys is fun. You're building our camaraderie. It's not just about the weightlifting for us. It's about building our relationships as a team and just having fun with each other, really, and building good relationships.
Kind of building that chemistry.
Yeah.
Not just on the field, Coach, right? Off the field.
Yep, exactly.
You guys go out to dinner at all and do that?
Oh, yeah, all the time.
Healthy meals, of course, but
Braxton Rival influenced.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
IHOP.
Mason, talk about your off season.
Kind of like Spencer said, just building the camaraderie, but it's not just about being friends in the weight room. Like, you want to start the competition early. And so we're always lifting with each other, but we're always trying to outdo each other, trying to push each other, get better. And so I think that really helps us in the off season.
You guys play other sports besides football?
I do track. That's it.
Okay.
I play basketball and golf.
Okay.
I bowl and I play baseball.
Who's the best golfer on the team?
Spencer.
Is it Spencer? Is it?
Sometimes.
All right. So some are saying that Winnebago Lutheran Academy has the most experience coming back in the flyway. That statement would be true?
Good chance of it, yeah. We, towards the end of last year, due to some injuries, we were playing 10 underclassmen. We had last couple of games, I think we had 6 juniors and 4 sophomores on the field and seen a lot of playing time. And, yeah, so that obviously can bring back a lot of experience when you're playing young the year before. So, yeah, we're looking forward to it. Both sides of the ball bring back a lot of guys.
9 on offense, 10 on defense.
Correct.
I think, right?
Yep. That's close. Yeah, that's close.
Yeah. What do you guys think? As far as experience coming back, what are some challenges going to be and some bright spots coming this year? Do you think?
I would definitely say some bright spots is our experience. A lot of our guys have played, like some of our juniors have played since their sophomore year, and I mean everybody played last year, so it's not like it's anybody's first time playing. We've all had experience, and we're all ready to go.
Okay.
Yeah, I'd say varsity football is a whole different animal. So the more experience you get, it's hard to just hop in a first year and be really good. So you got to get that experience to build that team chemistry and build that strength to be able to play the game.
Mason?
Yeah, I just say we run a lot of another thing during the off season. We run a lot of captains practices, just trying to get together trying to get all the plays together, trying to get everyone in motion. So I feel like the experience really helps with that.
Good.
And guys, talk about just as seniors on the team, you're going to be the leaders this year, what that leadership role really means to you and how you plan on bringing that senior leadership for some of the younger guys.
I would say sometimes keeping the guys in line, but always making sure that everybody's, staying hydrated and getting everybody warmed up and getting everybody hyped before the game. I feel like that's really big.
Yeah, like Frankie said, keeping everybody in line in school, off the field, on the field. It's not an easy task, but it's something we got to do to have success during the season. So,
yeah, I just say as seniors, we're trying to build a culture that not just lasts this season, but as many seasons as we can get going forward, trying to show the young guys how to lead and just be captains.
You take a look at the standings up here, and you realize, the middle of the pack is essentially where the Vikings were last year. You kind of want to flip the script this year, Coach, with that experience and bump up some spots, right?
Oh, for sure. I always say the flyway's a gauntlet. Every team you face in the flyway, it's going to be a battle each week. And yeah, we're hoping with our experience we can fight for the couple top spots and see what happens. It's going to be tough again this year. Every year teams rebound and bring back guys. So yeah, every week we got to come ready to play.
The chat is open, by the way. If you do have a question for the coach or any of the players, you can jump aboard our chat. We'll edit before we ask, okay? On our chat page at our YouTube channel as you're watching this again here tonight. But I'm gonna shift things over and look at the schedule for you guys here. And Racine St. Catherine's coming up on Friday night, and then you have a Amherst game non-conference, and you jump right in to the Friday Flyway deal. So what sticks out there, guys? Any one of you can answer. All of you can answer.
I would say Racine St. Cat's is definitely, it's going to be a challenge for us, but I think that we're up for the challenge. They won state last year, and they have really good quarterback and receivers. So, but I think that this challenge will be good for us, and it'll really shape us in the team we want to be.
Yeah, I mean, any high school football team takes a look at that schedule, and that's a tough schedule. But, our coach Ryan Jacobs always tells us iron sharpens iron. So that's one thing that'll give us an edge in the next coming games.
Yeah, I'm going to say that wasn't a little bit by accident. We ended up with that schedule. So we didn't want to have quite that kind of non-conference, but it's the way it happened. Different reasons happened this past spring. So, yeah.
Okay. Test you a little bit right out.
That's you play Racine St. Cat's and Amherst right out of the gate. There's no doubt they'll get us ready for first week in Mayville and the following weeks after that. But yeah, it's a tough schedule, but we're up for the challenge.
Mason, what do you think?
Yeah, I would just say I like that we have harder non-conference games this year. Kind of like they said, kind of just shows that what kind of team we're going to be this year. Not a team that's just going to lay over, and a team that's going to fight.
And not present tonight, but your starting quarterback, Gannon Schwartz. Just talk a little bit about him. When I visited camp, we talked about, he's one of the fastest kids in the state. You give him the ball, he can take off any play and, get 6 on the board for you. For you guys, what is it like to play with a kid of that caliber? And for Coach, what is it like to coach a player of that caliber?
Yeah, he's a special player, right? I think his name is out there. People know that. He's his hands get on the ball. He can take it to the house at any time, and he's effective defense, special team. So second year in off quarterback for us. We talked last year he never played quarterback, right? Now he's in his second year of that. So looking for big things from him and being a leader on the team, and he's showing that. He's willingly been a leader on and off the field this year. So I'm very proud of him.
Favorite subject in school, guys? Okay, let's have a little fun here. What do you think? Lunch?
Oh, yeah. That's mine.
We got this new class. It's called Culinary Principles, and it's got to do with food.
Yeah.
So I would say that's probably my favorite class.
You're going to be a dietitian, aren't you? A nutritionist, maybe.
Maybe. We'll see.
Okay. Plans after high school for you?
Engineering right now.
Oh, really? Okay. All right. What do you think?
I'd say my favorite class is probably chemistry.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
My favorite class is anatomy. I'm a big science guy, going to biology in college.
You got some smart players here, Coach.
That's a good thing, right?
That
bodes well.
Dudes.
So, yeah. That's the plan.
Plans after high school, guys? What are you looking at?
Not really sure yet. Maybe an engineering path too.
Okay.
I'm going into pre-medicine.
There you go. Good deal. Good area. All right. In closing, Lance, got anything?
What are you looking forward to most this year? Obviously, with the tough schedule ahead, any goals that you have set for yourself? We'll start with Frankie here.
I'm just excited because it's our senior year, and I've been playing with these guys for a while, and I just want us to do our best. And I think if we do our best, we can make some things happen. So I'm really pumped for this senior season. So
yeah, we got a lot of goals in mind. We'd win conference and maybe win that state title too. I mean, those things are just on our mind. We got to work hard every day to get that stuff, but I think we have a chance this year.
I'd say every year there's a stretch where sometimes the chemistry isn't always the best. I'd say our biggest challenge and my goal this year is to get everyone to stay together no matter how tough it gets. Just stay together as a team.
Any shout-outs, guys, that you want to give on our
I would like to shout out Leighton O'Brien. It's his first year this year, and it's his senior season, so I'd like to shout him out.
Okay. I got 2 shout-outs here. My boy Braxton, the Fridge Rival, and Jimmy.
Got it.
If you know, you know.
Okay.
No, I got Avery Schrader. He's just a sophomore, but he's always getting the team pumped and ready to go. So, shout out to Avery.
Avery. Coach, you got any shout-outs, buddy? Or
I'm going to make a shout-out to my wife.
Okay.
She puts up a lot. Puts up a lot during the season. So, they're a big part of what we do in football. So, I make a shout-out to her.
Yep.
Shout outs to mom and dad.
Families.
Oh, yeah. Shout out to my mom. She's always getting the team meals and team snacks coordinated. It's something we do.
The healthy ones.
Good food.
Good food.
Good food. Yep.
Very
Great
good food.
Good.
Mama Jess.
Good deal. Well, gentlemen, here's the schedule. Liddell starts on Friday night. Best of luck, okay?
Yep.
Thank you.
Thank you very much for the bringing us in and your coverage of high school sports. That's awesome. Appreciate it a lot, guys.
Yeah, you bet.
So,
thank you, guys. Best of luck this season, okay?
Thank you.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.
All right. We will continue our conversation with the Wisconsin Flyweight Conference and North Fond du Lac. They are waiting in the wings as we are hosting our Radio Plus Sports Prep Preview Kickoff Show, built by Pino Constructions and Pino Buildings. A break, back with North Fond du Lac next.
Hello world, wake me up to another good morning, time to go.
Here's to summer, your adventures, and the places they take you. Arrive in comfort and style in a new Buick Encore or Envision. Now with rates from 0.9% plus deferred payments or other enticing offers. Get ready to travel the road ahead.
We are all looking for adventure.
Find yours and discover the difference at Holiday Automotive Fond du Lac. It's worth the trip.
Just like a great team, National Exchange Bank and Trust knows that success is built on strong relationships and trust. Since 1933, the bank has been locally owned and focused on serving the needs of our community so that our friends and neighbors can live the life they want. Let National Exchange Bank and Trust be your financial teammate for life, because when it comes to your financial goals, we're here to help you stay ahead of the game. Visit nebat.com to learn more.
Gas prices, home expenses, education. Will those costs always go up? Probably. At Winnebago Lutheran Academy, we can help you with one of them. We are a part of the Wisconsin Parental Choice Program, a program which enables qualifying families to receive a quality Christian education at no cost. That's right, zero tuition if you qualify. To learn more, visit WLAVikings.org.
Living it for 4 years, loving it forever.
This is Craig Larson, sales manager with locally owned Dufresne Moving and Storage. Moving is very important to me, and I take pride in making sure our clients are happy with their overall experience at a reasonable cost and done in a high quality manner. We have a crew that is dedicated on taking care of your stuff. Call me today for an estimate at 1-800-425-MOVE or visit us at DufresneMoving.com. Dufresne Moving and Storage of Fond du Lac. Making your move and storage of goods simple.
People have a reluctance to go see the dentist. It's an easy thing to put off or avoid altogether. But one visit to the caring professionals at Fondy Family Dental will change the way you think about the dentist. They provide quality family dental services to all ages in a happy, honest, and efficient manner that teaches and involves you on your custom plan. If you don't have insurance, ask about their new membership plan that can save you money. Call or schedule online today at fondyfamilydental.com.
Every customer can be a Signature Home customer. I think that's what Signature Homes does really well, is that we can touch not only the customer who's building for the first time, but also the customers that know what they want and want to pull pieces of other property that they've lived in and loved. And you can really trust that we know what we're doing and that we have 30 years of experience in the market doing it with quality craftsmanship and a lot of style and design. And at the end, we get a chance to walk them through and see their smiling faces, and we know that we've achieved our goal.
Today's game is brought to you by Edward Jones and these area Edward Jones financial advisors. Robert Bruce, located at 68 North Main Street. Patrick Ellistad, located at 560 Fond du Lac Avenue. Matt Moses, located at 201 South Mars Street. Jeff Wills, located at 649 Fond du Lac Avenue. And Matt Helmer, located at 649 Fond du Lac Avenue. Good luck to all athletes in today's game. Edward Jones, making sense of investing.
Here at the Wellness Way Fond du Lac, we disrupt the standard approach to healthcare. We understand that common is not normal, and unlike the restrictive healthcare mentality, we dig deeper to find answers to life-restricting health challenges. While focusing on overcoming interference in the body, we go beyond symptom-based care and address your unique physiology, allowing your mind and body to find its way to better health. You don't need to merely get through every day, but rather take control of your life and, more importantly, your health. The Wellness Way Fond du Lac. Do health differently.
Welcome back into our Radio Plus Sports kickoff show, our prep kickoff show. Nick Rush, Lance LeCue. So glad you're along here tonight. Again, a big shout out to Ike Holtzman and Josh Guy, Kerry Longry, Cam Galecki, one of our camera operators, Kyle Baker, got Jordan King, got Jeff Sauer, got Justin Schwartzmiller, a whole cast and crew again here tonight to kick off the high school football season. Talking the North Fond du Lac Orioles, and with us in studio, or in this room, I should say, to talk a little bit, is Coach Ybarra. Coach, good to see you. How are you tonight?
Doing great. Thanks for having us.
All right. Would you like to introduce your players? That'd be great.
We got senior Dimitri Reed. He plays receiver and safety for us. Senior Tariq Wright. He's O-line, D-line. And sophomore Sam Heidel. He's O-line, linebacker for us.
Guys, thanks for joining us.
Yep.
Yes, sir.
How you feeling?
Feeling great. Pretty good.
All right. Off-season, Coach. We always like to kind of talk about the off-season here and going into Friday night. So talk about the off-season for us a little bit here.
Yeah, the off-season is a little crazy for us. I coached basketball this last year as the head basketball coach, so we don't really get a true winter of weight room because I'm taking over basketball. I coached. Didi was the only basketball. Oh, no, Sam played basketball too. But the winter's a little crazy. I won't be coaching basketball anymore, but going into the summer, we set some high expectations on our guys this summer, and going into my third year here, this was by far the best summer we've had in our program history, from top to bottom, from middle school all the way to high school, boys and girls. So very thankful for these guys buying into what myself and all of our coaches preach to our kids, showing up. Summer's the most important thing. Summer. And all of our guys bought into it, and I thought it showed going into our fall camp this year, getting ready to prepare to play tomorrow night. It was a great off-season for us.
Guys, talk about your off-season, what you saw in the weight room, and if you do play, I know you mentioned basketball, any other sports, maybe when you get into the spring as well.
Yeah, I feel like the difference between this year and every other year was how consistent we were in the weight room. I feel like a lot of times in game, we're a lot of times out physical, and I feel like this year we were very demanding in the weight room, and I feel like a lot of our players met our goals. A lot of our freshmen, especially, we have a lot of freshmen that were very consistent and showed up more than some of the sophomores and juniors. So I feel like that's going to be a big help to building our program and everything.
I think for our off season, the consistency with everybody showing up was huge. Like, just the fact that we came in with 18 freshmen this year is really big, because then we have like good scout and everything going into our practices and everything, and it just helps us keep building on, and it's just a huge part of why I think we're going to do great this season.
Sam?
This offseason, it was a great increase in the numbers in the weight room. Like last year, it was crazy seeing people squat 315. This year, the new balance is like 405. That's like, oh, that's crazy. Last year, there was barely anybody doing it. But everybody showing up made a hype environment. It made people want to show up more. And this year, we almost tripled the 100%. And a lot of them were freshmen, too. So it's just them showing up makes everyone else want to be better.
Right. Lance?
And talk a little bit about how the culture is improving at North Fondy. Obviously, it starts in the weight room, so that's been the main focus. But what would you say the expectations are this year with the improved culture?
Yeah, when I got here 3 years ago, there was, and no offense to anybody that was here before I got here, but there was no culture set. There was no weight room presence. There was really nothing. So for myself, it made it actually kind of easy, because I didn't have to go off of what anybody did before I got here. We started off, my first year, we had about 22 kids on our team. This year, we're right around 40. In the weight room, I mean, that's like my baby. We got a new weight room when I first got here. I got to kind of help design it. I got to pick everything in there. I got to do everything in there as if it was mine. So I take a lot of pride in the weight room. And our kids, I think, see that how much pride I take in the weight room, and it rubs off on them. And, I mean, we have kids begging to go in there. And so when I first got here, that was the complete opposite. And what helps is we do it from top to bottom. We don't just focus on our high school kids. I run the weight room for 4th and 5th grade over the summer, for 6th, 7th, and 8th. And then that's also boys and girls. So just overall, as a culture in North Fond du Lac, we've set the precedent of we need to be in the weight room to be able to compete with the guys in our conference. Our conference is amazing. And the drop-off, when we look at it, is we're not as big, as fast, as strong as everybody else. And so we need to set that precedent in the weight room. Our kids are fully bought in. I have no question in that. Are we where we need to be yet in the weight room? No, but we're getting pretty close to being there.
Changing culture, changing attitude, changing drive.
No doubt. And, I mean, it starts with just showing up. My first year, we had about 15 kids in the weight room every summer. We had no less than 50 every single day for high school boys. We had about 20-plus kids with perfect attendance. They didn't miss a day of summer weights Monday through Thursday all summer.
Wow.
And that's never happened here. So hopefully it shows when we put the pads on and start playing football.
We are talking with North Fond du Lac coach Ybarra here, part of our Radio Plus prep kickoff show here, and talking North Fond du Lac. 6 back, both sides of the ball. 23 letter winners back, so some experience coming back. Talk to that a little bit for us.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, if you've seen us play, you know we have to play a lot of young guys. Sam started as a freshman. He's going to start again this year, and he's going to be a 4-year starter for us.
Yeah.
And so the letter winner thing is, for us, if you play football for us, you're a letter winner. I mean, it takes everybody for us right now. We do return some guys that played a lot of snaps for us, and we've added kids that have never played football, and we added 18 freshmen. I kind of had to take a step back yesterday at practice, and I stood all of our freshmen up, and I made them walk away. And it really was an eye-opener to our guys, like, this is the future of our team, and we wouldn't be able to play without these guys. I mean, so we're going to have 18 freshman letter winners this year. I mean, you don't see that very often at the varsity level. That's part of building a new culture, building a new program, and our guys are buying into it, and we return experience. I mean, Dimitri's played football for me now since I've been here. I mean, so he knows how I coach. Tariq's done the same thing. Sam, I mean, we have a bunch of guys that have been here since I've gotten here, and I think they're bought into everything, not just myself, but all of our other coaches. I mean, we return all of our coaches. We add one new coach. So they've heard the same thing now for 3 years, and they get how we do things now. So it's hopefully we're taking the next step.
What is a challenge this year that you guys foresee coming into the season?
Well, I feel like every year, just numbers in general is the challenge. The challenge is not having enough players. We have a lot of people in our school that are fully capable of playing football, and we just got a new addition this year, a senior who's never played football, but he's really strong in the weight room and everything. Other schools, you have 50 guys on the sideline. We usually have 10. So it's like that's always been a challenge, but I feel like it's slowly becoming better, especially after this year. I feel like this year is the year that it's the big step forward to like become what we want to become.
I think a big challenge is always for us is injuries. So I think if we can just try our best to stay healthy, stay active throughout the season, and shy away from injuries, we'll have a great season. And we have a lot of players like this year who are real tough. We haven't always had that, so having players that can play tough, it's a big improvement.
One of our most challenges is our conditioning. We have a lot of guys who are going to be playing 2 ways with the ball or more, so we need to make sure that they're staying conditioned and they're able to play like that every game.
Do you guys do like any recruiting to get you some help on the field? Talking to your friends, making it so that it's a cool thing to play football for North Fondy.
So yeah, that's one of the things that kind of changed after Coach Ybarra came. A lot of people didn't really look at our football team because obviously we didn't have the best record every single year. So most people's excuse was, I don't like the coach and we're not going to win any games. After Ybarra came, built a relationship with most kids, people just started wanting to play football just because who the coach was. And I feel like talking to those people and making the football team look cool and like fun to be a part of, people just started joining, and it just made the overall morale better.
Yeah, I think there's a lot of things that go into like new people coming out to play football, and we have a lot of people who can. So like with Ybarra coming to our school and being that like figure of somebody who is just great to be around, even like it just changed a lot, and we have a lot more people to like come out because of it. So
yeah, I've definitely tried recruiting some of my buddies like that are good athletes, but they're just not, they don't think they're tough enough to play or like and mentally and physically, or they'll make excuses and whatnot, or sometimes they'll actually have other sports. But like it doesn't hurt to try it out. And just something that makes me angry is people who won't try it out, like period.
Yeah.
Like people who don't show up.
Seems like the chemistry is great. It seems like the bond is very strong, Coach.
Yeah, no doubt. We've created that family culture here. It's taken 3 years, and it can still be better. Everything can always be better. But our guys, they love each other. I mean, we spend a lot of time with each other. So it's like they're all brothers. There's days that they don't like each other, they get on each other's nerves, and there's days that they absolutely love each other.
Yeah.
And we talk about that quite a bit. With a small team, we have to hit each other quite a bit, and we have to go back into the locker room and be teammates and be brothers, and we have to come back and show up and do it again the next day. And our kids have bought into it. When the whistle blows, it's time to compete, and it's time to. In that moment, we're not teammates. We're trying to make each other better, and then when it's over with, we blow the whistle, we pick each other up, and we play the next play. But we try to put them together as much as we can. We do team dinners. We try to host meals. We try to do things outside of football to get them together, because you're only as good as the nucleus of your team. And all of our kids are pretty bought in, and it's different for us. I mean, we got seniors to freshmen. A lot of freshmen aren't involved in the varsity program in other schools. Our kids from top to bottom are together. And it's pretty cool because these seniors take these freshmen underneath their wings, and then these freshmen see how to lead. And we're trying to teach our kids how to lead the right way. The leadership thing has been an issue for us, and we're finally getting leaders in the right role, in the right spots, and it's good that we have a group of 18 freshmen playing for us that get to see the right guys lead. So when these guys get older, they can lead, and then we can do the same thing for years to come.
That's how you build a program.
Building youth, building the program.
For sure, yeah. So it's fun to be a part of.
In closing, guys, talk about the positions that you're playing on the team.
So I'm going to be playing safety this year and wide receiver. I'm excited just because I feel like overall I can be put pretty much anywhere on the field and compete at a high level. So
Yeah.
I'm just excited to try something new this year.
There you go.
I will be playing left tackle and defensive tackle, and I really love to play those because it makes me feel like I have a big role on the team, even though a lot of people don't see that. They'll see like what the quarterback's doing and what the wide receivers are doing or something, but being down there in the trenches, I feel like that's home, and that's a big part of the team. So
I play linebacker and offensive line.
Okay.
I feel like this year is going to be way better because last year I kind of joined football because of my brother. I didn't think about being a starter on the team, but this year the rules have changed. I am starting defense and offense.
Okay.
So I'm going to be doing way more than I was last year.
Bigger responsibilities.
Bigger, more responsibility.
Take a look at the schedule, guys. We'll end on this. Anything stick out? Probably week 1, right? Right away here, right?
Tomorrow night. We talk about it all the time. There's little milestones that we try to reach every year. When I first got here, we were the worst team in the state statistically. We won our game. We won the one game and that everybody was happy about, and now we're working to win our first home game since 2016. That's something I never even really looked into until one of my assistants said it. So hopefully this year we can knock that off and get a home win. That'd be big for our guys, big for our seniors. We got seniors here that have never won a game at home. So we're working towards that, and we're going to compete in all 9 of those games. I can guarantee you that.
Gentlemen, best of luck this season. We appreciate your time. Well-spoken group coach. Good leaders in this room, right?
Thank you. Yes.
Thank you.
All right. Well, we appreciate your time, guys, and best of luck this season. Okay.
Thank you.
Yep.
Yes,
Awesome.
sir.
Thanks for having us.
Yeah, you bet. North Fond du Lac with us here. Senior Dimitri Reed, senior Tariq Wright, and sophomore Sam Heidel, and Coach Ybarra as well. Gentlemen, have a good evening. Okay.
You as well.
Thank you. Thank you.
All right. This is our Radio Plus Sports Prep Preview Kickoff Show, again built by Pino Buildings and Pino Construction. When we come back, we are going to stick with Fond du Lac. We're going to take north off of Fond du Lac, North Fond du Lac, and get to Fond du Lac. When we come back, it's on Radio Plus Video Sports. Thanks for joining us here tonight.
A personal experience with a custom feel. Each home Smith Builders builds is unique. Their design and selections perfectly crafted for you. To learn more, visit smithbuildersinc.com or stop by 227 Morris Court. Smith Builders of Fond du Lac. Traditional values, exceptional services. A proud sponsor of local high school sports.
Gas prices, home expenses, education. Will those costs always go up? Probably. At Winnebago Lutheran Academy, we can help you with one of them. We are a part of the Wisconsin Parental Choice Program, a program which enables qualifying families to receive a quality Christian education at no cost. That's right, 0 tuition if you qualify. To learn more, visit WLAVikings.org.
Living it for 4 years, loving it forever.
The Roush Insurance Agency, and proud to sponsor our local athletes doing what they love. Do you have people in your life that you love? Your loved ones count on you. Hi, this is Tony Walters, agent with the Roush Insurance Agency. Let us at the Roush Insurance Agency give you a free, no-obligation life insurance quote so you're safe and secure for when the unexpected happens. To find out more about your free, no-obligation quote, give us a call today. The Roush Insurance Agency, properly insuring you for your future. Good luck, area athletes, on your quest to a state title.
For over 120 years, Bristol Morgan Bank has served central Wisconsin communities. We're still here, not just as your financial partner, but as a community partner. Communities change over time. They grow, your business grows, your family priorities change. This is why, over the years, we've adapted to the needs of our customers, offering digital tools for convenience, scheduling in-person appointments where and when it works for you, designing products to impact your financial future, because that's what community banks do.
Today's game is brought to you by Edward Jones and these area Edward Jones financial advisors. Robert Bruce, located at 68 North Main Street. Patrick Ellistad, located at 560 Fond du Lac Avenue. Matt Moses, located at 201 South Marr Street. Jeff Wills, located at 649 Fond du Lac Avenue. And Matt Helmer, located at 649 Fond du Lac Avenue. Good luck to all athletes in today's game. Edward Jones, making sense of investing.
And we'd like to welcome you back to our Radio Plus Sports Football Kickoff Show, built by Pino Construction and Pino Buildings. Nick Walsh with you, Sports Director here for the company, and we've got so many area teams. We've got, Springs waiting in the wings. We've got Laconia coming up. We've got Lamira. We've got Waupun. We've got Campbellsport, all to get to. We're only about halfway through the show here again on this beautiful Wednesday evening. All right, we are here to talk some Fondy football now, and head coach Sam Pluker with us here. Coach, always a pleasure. How are you?
I'm doing great. Thanks for having us.
Yeah, you bet. Would you like to intro your players down the line here?
Sure. First is Peyton Umentum. He plays defensive back. He's a senior. His twin brother next to him, Caden Umentum, is a receiver who's a senior. And then Blake Colleen's a defensive lineman who's a senior as well.
Well, thanks for coming in, guys.
Yep. Thanks for having us.
Who's older?
I am. 7
you
minutes.
Are. 7 minutes. Yeah, there you go. Beautiful. Coach, how was the off season?
It was good. Kind of like talked a little bit about fair. Having 31 seniors changes everything. When the majority of the program is 17 or 18 years old, there's just a much greater maturity in how they handle their business. I'm super proud of them. We're excited.
Yeah. Guys, talk about your off season. Maybe talk some other sports that you played in the off season to get you catapulted to the football end of things here, right?
It's been great. We share the weight room every morning. We get our coaches to coach us up in there, so it just helps them tremendously with the chemistry.
Okay.
The energy we brought this offseason, it's just completely different. All the seniors, there's so much energy, offense, defense, going at it every day.
Yeah, it's just been grind.
Yeah.
Just nothing but grind. We've been locked.
Yeah.
It's great.
Good. Guys are locked in.
Oh, yeah.
Ready to go.
Oh, yeah.
Ready to go here. Good. So you go to last year, and you go to a tough schedule, a grind of a schedule. When you look at last year and this year, it's similar, not the exact same thing, but what are your thoughts on the schedule as you take a look at it?
Yeah, I think maybe in the past we've kind of used it as a crutch, and I think that the senior class, especially this year, is not. They're excited, and there's really no one on our schedule that the seniors are scared of playing. They want to go out and play everybody. Obviously, we have great respect for them. We know how good they are, but we're not going to come out and say, okay, it's okay to lose to these teams anymore, and we got to go and compete and have an expectation that we can compete with everyone. It's a schedule. It is what it is, and we play some good teams, but we think we have a very good team this year, so we're not scared of anyone on our schedule.
We'll come back and ask some schedule questions to you guys in a minute here, but 9 starters back on offense, 6 back defensively, 60 letter winners. Talked about some of those numbers here. Let's talk some skill position players for the Cardinals and what we can see as we look offense, and then flip the coin to the defensive side too.
Yeah, so offensively, DeAndre Williamson Jr. is coming back at quarterback. He started his whole sophomore season for us the last year. Obviously a very talented kid, and he spent all offseason putting everything he has into football. Probably the most proud I've been of him was the fact that he was really wanting to learn the game. That's kind of unique for high schoolers. He spent a lot of time in the offseason learning coverages and learning our scheme and watching a ton of film, and he's really, really committed to put himself in a position to be successful.
And he had over 1,000 yards last year and 10 touchdowns last year. I mean, so things are going to get, a lot better as well.
100%. Yeah, his expectations for himself and our expectations are for him are very high, and we're really looking forward to get out there and playing. Not only his arm, but his feet too.
Coming in at a sophomore level to play quarterback in the FVA is not easy.
No. To go out there and you go to Sussex and Marquette and A North and Kimberly and Kaukauna all in a row, you learn by fire, and kind of every time he gets frustrated, I tell him it can't be any harder than it was last year.
Yeah.
And he's in so much more control, and we're just super excited for him. He's a great teammate.
Mind is more calm this year, knowing what to expect, I would think.
Oh yeah, much more of being in control and not trying to put the pieces together as you go. And part of that is coaching, and I think that coaches have taken a big step forward and holding ourselves accountable to be better. And I feel like he's not only a year older, but he's been coached more and coached better. And hopefully that'll allow him to be more successful as well, because we know how talented he is.
We have a receiver with us here. What about the backfield, Coach?
Yeah, so Mason Henchel's coming back at running back. The guys were just talking out there. He's had an unbelievable offseason. Almost unrecognizable as a player. He is he's ready to roll. He's 100% bought in. He does everything right, but he's been running really, really hard, so we're super excited about it.
He ran hard last year. You had Bingen last year.
Yep.
Graduated. He ran hard. Henschel did 6:17 on the ground, 5 touches. So he got in there.
He did. He played a lot of football and he played well. But the expectations for him this year are doubled or tripled from what he did last year, and he can handle it. He's proven it every single day.
What are the expectations for you guys? Maybe not coach talking here, but on yourselves. What do you think?
Just do my job every play. Stay disciplined, read my keys, get the job done.
Okay.
Just be focused every day 100%. It's less like we got so many guys coming back this year. It's like everyone's focused at practice. Everyone's holding each other accountable, unlike last year.
Yeah, just take it one day at a time. Just stay focused. Keep your mentals right. Keep your body right.
As you take a look at the FVA from last year, and you have Neenah, Kaukauna, Kimberly at the top of the FVA, then North and Fond du Lac in the middle of the mix here, Hortonville West, followed by East. Starting the year, kind of tripping some things up at 0-5. You get into the playoffs and rattled off a nice end of the season. What do you look forward to this year as I bring up the schedule now for this year and you take a look at that?
Yeah, I think from a coach perspective, we were playing our best football week 9 and week 10, but we want to play our best football at that time, but it took us so long to get to an acceptable level of performance. It's not like, week 9 and 10 we were peaking. It's week 9 and 10, okay, now we can play competitive football. And kind of like the guys talked about, having the sense of urgency and focus where we want to come out week 1 being a really good football team and get better every single week. We don't want to come out as an average football team week 1 and then be pretty good week 10. So we emphasized really, really early on the details and getting to a point where we can perform week 1 at a very high level. And that's what we're looking for right now, is really focused on coming out and being a very competitive football team who doesn't make mental mistakes, who doesn't do simple things wrong, and we can come out and hopefully start the year off strong and not be in a situation where we're trying to fight for a win column, but instead be comfortable where we're at and get better every single week.
What sticks out, guys, the schedule here in the FVA for you?
Hartford week 1, we just want to get going with the win right away.
It's definitely Hartford. We're taking it 1 week at a time. Don't want to look any forward. Just Hartford.
Yeah, just play that first game.
Yeah.
Do what we can do.
What do you know about Hartford? A team that you traditionally don't play a lot, but talk about that for us.
Yeah, so we're excited to add them. They're obviously down the highway a little bit. Pretty close. They used to play a lot in the past, is what I've been told. But they're a physical football team. Offensively, they're going to have 11 guys within a 5 to 6 foot radius. They're going to be tight splits. They're going to try to run it down your throat. And defensively, they're going to, test you and play man coverage, and they're going to put you in situations where you got to make plays. So we're excited for it. They're a very good team. I think they're ranked maybe 9th or 10th in Division II, and we're excited to go out there. And, I don't spend a lot of time looking at the polls, but not a lot of people have a lot of respect for Fond du Lac football, and the seniors especially, I think, have taken
that
notice
to heart.
of that, and we're ready to go out there and prove the type of team we can be.
You welcome back a quarterback that has a year under his belt now at that high level, and Henschel ran hard, and you meant him. You've made some amazing plays, offensively as well with catches, and running as well. So I think you're going to prove some people wrong when it comes to results. Don't you agree, of this team?
Yeah, we're not worried about what people think. We're just focused on doing what we can control.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just all about what we can control, focus on us inside the team.
All right, very good. Favorite subject in school, guys? School hasn't started yet, but talk about that for us.
Definitely just strength class.
Yeah.
Being with the guys all day.
Okay, all right.
I would say gym, but math.
Math?
Yeah.
Plans with that after high school? Maybe?
I don't know.
Maybe. Don't know yet? You got some time. Okay.
Lifting. I love lifting.
Lifting. Okay.
Oh, yeah.
All right.
Lifting's great.
Got some smart guys in the room, Coach.
Yeah. I know. I was going to say they take the cop out and say strength, but I like that Caden said math.
We do like to ask if there are any shout-outs that you want to give to people watching, listening, viewing.
Connor Goodix and Caleb Parrish.
Okay.
We got Dre and then the wide receivers.
Okay.
I ain't got nobody.
Nobody?
No shout-outs.
Nobody?
Yeah, he's got to shout out his grandparents. His grandparents are watching.
There you go.
Yeah.
Okay. Coach, you got any shout-outs? Family at all?
Yeah, sure. I'm sure my parents are watching, and any assistant coach, thankful for them, and the community, whole Fond du Lac community has been awesome. Just through fundraising and through support of the team and parents, and we're excited where it's going.
How fun is that, guys, to play on that field?
It's amazing. It's so nice out there. You get to other fields and you're like, it's nothing compared to ours.
Yeah.
It's amazing looking up every night, Friday night, just seeing everyone. It's packed. It's exciting.
Isn't that fun?
The lights are cool.
The light shows.
The energy, it brings a lot of energy having the, extra lights effects. Those are cool.
Yeah, it's awesome. Coach, what do you think about the atmosphere there, the lights and the sound and the atmosphere, right?
It's awesome. There's kind of and Fruth, I loved playing at Fruth. But just all of the extras that are kind of added in that stadium with the music and the lights and everything, it feels like a college game. When you score a touchdown, the lights go off and the stuff. It just brings a level of environment, and the kids put in so much work. I think it's, you want to say everything's earned, and they've earned this opportunity, I think, to play at that level of facility, and hopefully it inspires a lot of the younger kids in the community to come there and dream to play there one day, and that's how you build something.
Yeah, that's how you build the culture and community here, and there's nothing better than a Friday night going to watch a Fondy game at home. You see that stadium packed there, and people, we got thousands watching at home, the whole thing, so it's awesome. So, in closing, anything else you guys want to mention?
Thank you. I know as a coaching staff, we watch the broadcast after the game every time.
I hope you mute the sound.
No, we don't. just when Dave comes on there. Just when you have Dave as the coach, then we mute it.
All right, Dave Mickelcavage.
We appreciate it.
Shout out to him, the principal there
for sure.
High school. All right. Well, guys, hey, best of luck this season. We'll be at every game, be covering you along the way, and we'll see you coming up on Friday night. Okay.
Thank you very much.
All right. Fond du Lac head coach Sam Pluker with us here, and joined by Peyton Umentum, Caden Umentum, Caden's 7 minutes older, and Blake Colleen, all here, part of our Radio Plus Sports prep preview kickoff show. Okay, so waiting in the wings for us is St. Mary Springs Academy, a new head coach for the Ledgers. We are going to talk about it when we come back right after this on Radio Plus Video Sports.
Cleaning your gutters is a pain, but ignoring them could ruin the value of your home. Gutter Helmet is the solution. Choose the perfect color to blend with your home, and our certified technicians will install Gutter Helmet in less than a day. Call Gutter Helmet today to never clean your gutters again.
Anders Auto Parts, your locally owned bumper-to-bumper auto parts store serving the Fond du Lac area since 1956. Experienced and knowledgeable staff ready to serve you. Anders Auto Parts features PPG and Shopline Auto Paint, along with PPG Versalon Commercial Paint. Quality name brand auto parts. Anders Auto Parts, your bumper-to-bumper auto parts store at 16 West Sibley Street, just off North Main Street, behind American Family Insurance.
Call us when you need a company you can trust.
You hear it all the time, but what does it mean? This is Danny and Heather at AirTech Heating, and for our company, it means we do right by our customers and provide them quality service for superior home comfort.
It means our prices are competitive and fair. It means that we stand behind our work. It means doing whatever it takes.
To whom you trust your family's safety and comfort does matter. Call the team at AirTech Heating at 924-6742 when you need a company you can trust.
Thank you for your continued support over the past 50 years. At Verhaeg's Furniture, we're honored to be voted by you to be one of the best mattress stores in the Fond du Lac area for 2024.
Our mission is to bring the finest in style, comfort, and quality to the Waupun area.
We've teamed up with amazing brands like Ashley, Lazy Boy, Bestcraft, Marshfield, Best Home Furnishings, Mega Motion to offer you the best selection around.
Free delivery to Waupun and the surrounding area. See store for details.
Make your home a place you truly love with Verhaeg's Furniture Mart.
Bob's Pizza now has its very own dine-in restaurant. Enjoy a family-friendly atmosphere with a cozy dining room, large game room, beautiful full bar, and even coffee next door from Just Love Coffee. With our expanded menu, your party will have no trouble satisfying the whole family. Delicious, legendary pizza for a legendary city. Bob's Pizza on the Avenue.
Welcome back into our Radio Plus Sports Prep Preview Kickoff Show. Again, built by Pino Construction and Pino Buildings. Nick Rush, Sports Director. Lance LeCue with us as well. How you doing, Lance? You all right?
I'm doing good.
Boy, oh boy, we've got several coaches, players, teams to get to. We'll have Laconia coming up. We'll have Lemira coming up. We've got Waupun waiting. We've got Campbell Sport waiting, and more. All right, so joining us now is St. Mary Springs Academy. Always a pleasure catching up with the Ledgers and Zach Wilderman taking over at the helm. Coach, how are you? Thanks for being here.
Good. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, you bet. And got a couple of players with us, 3 players, Jack Holtzman, Billy Everson, and Will Stelmacher with us here. Guys, how are you?
Doing good.
Doing all right.
Everybody okay?
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
Most part? All right. Well, Coach, off-season, if you could talk about that for us a little bit here.
Yeah, it's been different, but yet the same. With the contact days and the unlimited contact, we didn't really change much. We're a small school. It's hard to do too much with our guys. They're all multiple sport athletes. They're all involved in other things. We really just worked hard. We did a little more dynamic lifting, workout stuff to try to prevent some of the injuries we saw last year. But they got after it. The expectation was kind of set last year, wrapping it up in our one-on-ones, and I think they responded the right way.
Coach, you're no stranger to the Ledgers program. This is the first year of being in the head coach role, but if you could explain your role before this head coach transition, what you did at the program.
Yeah, I came in 2011 as a defensive assistant, really working with the DBs. From there, it just gradually kind of took more and more on. Joe Kemp, who's now the defense coordinator, was there with me. And then Sean O'Laughlin, who was there for 30-some years as Bob, or Coach Highland's defensive coordinator. So kind of when Sean stepped away, that provided an opportunity to move into that role. With the help of Joe Kemp, we brought a couple other guys in. Kevin Grunwald was defense line coach in 2015, and I held that role up until the transition, obviously. A couple of years ago, Coach Highland named me associate head coach, kind of get that transition started and what it would be like.
And when I visited camp, you said it really wasn't that you're taking over for Coach Highland. It's going to be a lot of business as usual this year, so talk a little bit more about that.
Yeah, you're not going to replace Coach Highland, obviously, a legend. Going to go down as probably a top 10 in the nation for longer than anybody's going to anticipate. Potentially will hold that record in Wisconsin forever. We're going to change things philosophically that I feel we need to change given the state of football, but we're not going to change the culture or the tradition or the mission of St. Mary Springs football.
Guys, what are you looking forward to most coming into this season?
I'm just looking forward to...
What are you guys looking for?
I'm looking for the first game, bring all that intensity, all these new guys. A lot of seniors left last year, so we'll see what we can do with our guys right now.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, I'm just kind of looking forward to it because it's our senior year. We've all kind of been doing this for the last 3 years together, so we've all been working hard. Kind of just all the off-season work and seeing how good it can take us.
As you take a look here at last year's standings, where you tied with Lemira and Mayville, each earning a share of the Flyaway Conference Championship. Your thoughts going into this season with regards to the conference as a whole?
Yeah, I think the conference is strong. It has been historically. Any given year, there's 5 or 6 teams that'll compete for that top spot. So you've got to bring your A game every week. When you're a perennial powerhouse in the conference, you get everybody's best. We wouldn't want it any other way. We like that pressure in our program. But you look at that lineup there, and there's some good teams, and there's not many gimmies in there, so you got to come ready to play every week.
Guys, what are you looking forward to most when you look at last year compared to this year? What do you think?
Yeah, just to kind of piggyback off Coach Wilderman, like the whole conference in general is going to be tough. Every game we need to bring our A game, otherwise we won't take the W. So I'm not really going to single out a single team. I think the whole conference is strong. But you guys have any thoughts?
Yeah, obviously, like Campbellsport, they got some big guys, so them too. WLA, they got big guys. All those guys are just good, great football players. Laconia, Omro, Alamira, yeah. So we're just going right for them.
Yeah, like Coach said, there's always 5 or 6 teams that are always competing for number 1. So I feel like it's a very strong conference, and we all kind of just battle for it.
And this year being the senior leaders, continuing that legacy of the standard being a winning football team, is there any pressure to keep that going? Obviously now new head coach at the helm, you want to keep that winning tradition going on. What are you looking forward to being the leaders on the team this year?
I'm looking forward to obviously carrying on the tradition of winning that Bob Highland set. We know there's a lot of pressure with Coach Wilderman coming in as a new coach, and I'm just looking forward to keeping the winning tradition going as a senior now.
Yeah, I'd say the same thing, and then pushing our guys every day, day in, day out, in the weight room, all that stuff to push our guys to win.
Yeah, just kind of like what they said, just working with each other and kind of getting it done.
Talk about the positions that you guys each play within the team. We haven't covered that yet. So where do you go? Offense, defense, the whole thing?
Well, I'll be playing safety on defense, and I'll be a sort of tight end slot on offense.
Okay.
I'll be playing a right guard and the Mike linebacker.
I'll be playing running back on offense.
All right. Coach, talk about some of your biggest challenges with not just skill guys, but the line play, that type of thing going into the season.
Yeah, we've changed offense coordinators. Kyle Krieger stepped away from the program after a long time. So we've got some different nuances of what we're doing. Still going to be a similar style. We're never going to shy away from being the most physical team on the field. But just kind of getting that timing with some of the new things we're doing, some of the new schemes that we've got in. Just not familiar to everybody yet. So just working through the logistics of that. We didn't get to see a lot of these guys that are seniors last year, some of our key players. Midway through the year, we had a rash of injuries. So when you'd like to think you know exactly what you got coming back from the junior to senior year, we missed out on some of that, but they showed glimpses of it early when they're healthy. So just kind of really getting them prepped and ready to go for the season. All the confidence in the world in what we're doing and how hard the kids are working at it.
Coach, skill position players, running back, quarterback, wideouts. Talk to that a little bit for us here and some of those guys.
Yeah, we're going to have some kids have to step into roles that maybe are unfamiliar to the program or to the public, and that's okay. That happens in high school football. They'll embrace it, they'll learn, they'll grow through it. It takes some patience, it takes some timing. And then we'll have a handful of guys that really in that skill position, we know what they are and they've had enough experience, and we'll really lean heavy on them early on until we can get everybody else up to speed. But we've got a lot of options as far as weapons go.
Guys, take a look at the schedule here as we take that up for St. Mary Springs Academy. Week 1 at Lake Country Lutheran, then O'Connell Falls for your home opener. What sticks out on the schedule for the season? What do you think?
Well, we have a new opponent this year, Oconto Falls. Don't know too much about them. They definitely stick out a little bit because we've had the same schedule for a while now, and having a new opponent definitely just sticks out a little bit to me.
Okay.
Obviously, look in the middle of the schedule. We got the front runners from last year, so that should be pretty fun to play those games.
Okay.
Just kind of everyone sticks out to me. Just kind of got to go week by week and take everyone as the same team, that they're all going to be good, and go from there.
Okay.
And last year, being in a 3-way tie with Mayville, Lamira, what do you think it's going to take to break that tie up and take the top spot back in the conference this year?
I think the most important thing is that we just got to stay healthy. I feel like injuries hurt us a lot last year, and that definitely hurt our chances at winning the conference outright and going even farther in playoffs. So I feel like just the big thing is just to stay healthy.
Yeah, I think staying healthy and then everybody buying into our program and playing every week,
Yeah, just kind of what they said, injuries, and then just kind of the mindset that we're all going to stay strong and keep going with each other.
When does school start, guys?
Monday.
Yeah.
Monday.
Yeah.
Fun.
All right.
Senior
Favorite
year.
subject? What are we after in school? What do you like?
Math.
Yeah.
I'm a big art guy.
Art. Okay.
Science.
What's your favorite thing to draw?
I'm a big painter. I like painting houses.
You do?
Yeah.
Can we hire you? Paint our house?
No, I usually paint my buddy's house.
I like that.
I usually paint the duplex, we like to call it.
Okay. All right. Do you have anything displayed that you'd like to maybe talk about?
Yeah, so I had this thing last year. It was a paper mache. It was like Peely from Fortnite. He was at least 4 feet tall. He was pretty funny.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. Good. You got some talent here, Cole.
Yeah, we got some talent. They need to get back to school and all that for sure.
Well, squirrely a little bit?
Yeah, it's time for them to get back and get into a routine here.
Okay, good. I never was much of an artist, so I'm intrigued by this. Good for you. A creative mind. Maybe he should help you design some plays.
He has been.
He has been. Yes.
We might throw those in next year once he moves on.
Yeah, maybe.
As he paints a picture.
Yeah.
Team. Any shout-outs, guys, that you want to give?
I want to shout out my family, my parents, and my grandparents for sure.
Okay.
Big help.
I want to shout out my parents at every game, and my mom's really helping this year. She's making sandwiches and doing all that stuff, so she's really stepping in. So thank you, Mom.
Okay.
Yeah, just come my mom and dad, and then all the senior moms. They're doing a lot for us. So.
All right. Well, guys, best of luck this season. We'll have a chunk, if not, I think all of your games on our video platform here. And best of luck in school coming up on Monday. Get back at it, okay?
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
All right. Well, guys, thanks for coming in again, okay? Safe travels.
Yeah, you too. Thank you.
Thank you for having us.
All right, you bet. We are going to stay in the Wisconsin Flyweight Conference, and we're going to go to Laconia. They're waiting in the wings when we come back with more of our Radio Plus Preview Prep Kickoff Show. It's right here on RadioPlusInfo.com. It's built by Pino Construction and Pino Buildings. Stand by.
FBS Bank is here to help you achieve your dream of home ownership. For a limited time, we're offering home loans with just $595 closing costs plus title. Whether you're buying a new home or wanting to refinance, our experienced team is here to assist you. Visit our website at fbsbank.com or give us a call at 1-800-242-7880. Our friendly and experienced team will help guide you through the journey with FBS Bank. FBS Bank, banking made personal.
Scotty's Auto Works for affordable auto care, from tires and alignments to routine auto maintenance. Trust the guys at Scotty's Auto Works, next to Pump and Pantry, Fond du Lac.
Joint or spine pain holding you back from the activities you love? Exhausted from relying on pain medications? Dreading the thought of steroid shots or invasive surgery? At New Medical Center, we believe in tapping into your body's own natural healing abilities. Our cutting-edge regenerative treatments use your body's own natural biologics to repair and restore damaged tissues. Visit us online at newmedicalctr.com. That's New Medical Center, 920-324-9899.
Dr. Shane Bauer of Bauer Chiropractic for progressive and traditional chiropractic care. If you're in pain, Bauer Chiropractic offers unique ways to provide relief for many types of pain and conditions. New to this area is MLS Class 4 cold laser therapy, which can be very effective with treating many nagging injuries such as plantar fasciitis, tennis elbow, shoulder pain, knee pain, and many others. Pain relief and prevention are 2 reasons to see Dr. Shane Bauer at 355 North Peters Avenue, Fond du Lac, or log on BauerChiroFDL.com.
Call us when you need a company you can trust.
You hear it all the time, but what does it mean? This is Danny and Heather at AirTech Heating, and for our company, it means we do right by our customers and provide them quality service for superior home comfort.
It means our prices are competitive and fair. It means that we stand behind our work. It means doing whatever it takes.
To whom you trust, your family's safety and comfort does matter. Call the team at AirTech Heating at 924-6742 when you need a company you can trust.
Welcome back into our Radio Plus Sports Prep Preview Kickoff Show, built by Pino Construction and Pino Buildings. Nick Rush with you. Jordan King with us. How are you, buddy?
Good, Nick. Thanks for having me. Looking forward to the football season.
Yeah.
I mean, hard to believe it's here, but all these guys sound ready and should be a good year across the local teams in the area.
Great show that we have. We are in the middle of right here, and Jordan is back with us again. Glad to have him here with Flyway Focus as well. You specialize with your coverage on there. Talk about that a little bit for us.
Well, yeah. I mean, look, the last. I mean, as long as I can remember, this league is smash mouth football, and it always seems like it's always going down to week number 9 as it has the last handful of years. And I think you look at the landscape of it this year, and it's going to be hard to run the table for any team, just like last year. You didn't have anyone that went undefeated. I think you look at the league this year, it's going to be pretty darn difficult to go 7 games and unscathed against all the talent that's in this league.
Laconia is with us for this segment of the program here. Coach Joe Ledley. Coach,
how we doing? Good. Thank you. Appreciate the opportunity to be here with our guys and talk to you guys a little bit about Laconia football.
You bet. We have with us here Jack Renz, running back, linebacker, Owen Leonard, offensive and defensive lineman, and Ethan Van Beek, a specialist, kicker, punter, with us here. Good to see you guys. How are you?
Good. How are you?
Great.
Good. Coach, talk about the offseason a little bit for us here.
The offseason has been good. The big thing is we had a big referendum pass in Laconia probably 2 years ago. It actually passed, and so the big blessing for us as a football program and athletic department is our new weight room. We have a nice new weight room, so we're literally able to get our whole football team in there after practice and get those guys going together and having a team lift. So we started that the first week of practice. Couple of lifts that week. The second week we had 3 lifts, and then this week we've got 2 lifts in. We're splitting them. The varsity kids lift 2 days a week, Monday and Wednesday. The JV kids lift on Tuesday and Thursday. So we're seeing already some impact on it, and I think down the road the impact is going to be hopefully really good and tremendous for us. But it's been a good off season. Find out Friday night
ready
when we
to go.
Start. Yeah.
Right. Talk about it for us, guys. What do you think? Off season.
Yeah, it's really cool. We got new school, pretty much new jerseys, so I'm excited to be back.
I'm going to say, those look kind of fresh.
Yeah.
Ready to go, huh? Get them dirty tomorrow night, right?
Yeah, those are right out of the package, literally.
Friday night, right?
Rippin' Athletic. Just Luke Ott, there you go. There's your plug.
Love it. Go ahead.
Yeah, a lot of underclassmen really stepped it up in the gym this summer. You can just tell, doing individual work on the line. A lot of those guys last year hardly had any confidence in them. They didn't really believe too much in themselves, but watching them hit each other and making the pads nice and loud, it's just great to see.
Crisp, poppin', right? Ethan, go ahead.
Yeah, I agree with Owen. I think a lot of younger kids are really excited to come to practice and work and get better. It's really nice to see.
All right. So, Jack, 1,000-yard rusher from a season ago. First returning team all-conference selection. Second team defense selection. Is that resume right, Coach?
That is right. He actually, boy, that's loud. He actually led the conference in interceptions as well for his second team all-conference defensive award. Yeah, so it's we're excited to see Jack. It's his senior year. He's played a lot of football. He played a lot as a freshman, sophomore, obviously as a junior. So we're excited for him his senior year. Hopefully, blessing he stays healthy all year long, and we'll go from there.
All right. What are you looking forward to, Jack, this year?
Just improvement from last year. Obviously, 1,000 yards is a goal again. Maybe even 1,500. I mean, that'd be great. First team offense and defense will be awesome.
Yeah.
Doing well in conference, making playoffs is a big goal. So, yeah.
Open up some holes for him, right?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Sounds good. What are you looking forward to this season?
I'm looking forward to coming off a fresh knee. I got knee surgery back in June, and I've yet to play a whole game of football without having to come out because of knee complications. So that's going to be a lot of fun. Hopefully I can bounce back. I got another week and some before I'm fully cleared, but I've been coming back to practice as of late. And also looking forward to just being out there with all my guys. I've known these underclassmen. I've watched them grow. It's going to be fun to see them play.
A 45-yarder last year, a 51-yarder last year. Can we beat it this year?
I think so.
Why not?
Definitely possible.
Kicking or punting? What's your favorite?
I like kicking.
Yeah.
A little better than punting.
Yeah. Okay. Jordan, go ahead.
Noah, looking back to the spring, you had a terrific track season, conference champion in the shot put, and I guess just talk about obviously you mentioned the knee surgery and just but still pushing through that in the spring and what you got from that you can take into the season.
It took a lot of tenacity to get through that track season. It was just a lot of pain, a lot of setbacks. I mean, I started the year off with a 50-foot toss in the shot put, and I just slowly declined down to about a 46. And then just took a lot of grinding. I tried different ways to kick back just to save my knee some pain and stuff. And I ended up throwing a 50, I think 50 foot 3 inches at conference or something like that, which won it for me. And there was a certain point in track where I had to make a decision, either finish on my track season and risk missing my football season for my surgery, or to get my surgery done, lose my track season, and hopefully come back for football. But then one day when I was getting my knee checkup, I met this guy named Jeremy Metzler who does this procedure called 10X, which is what I ended up doing. And it took my recovery time down from 6 to 8 months to just a little over 2.
Wow.
So it's been great.
Wow, pretty incredible. All right, so you take a look at the Wisconsin Flyweight Conference from a season ago up on the screen here, and goal is to bump up some notches there within the Flyweight Conference. Coach, talk about that for us.
Yeah, absolutely. As Jack mentioned earlier, our goal is to get back into the playoffs. Obviously, the Flyweight is an extremely difficult conference. I think last year we had 5 teams in the playoffs. We were outside looking in. This year, obviously, no exception. I mean, Lemira is a defending state champion. Mayville, my probably preseason favorite is Mayville. Springs is going to be good. WLA is going to be good. Campbell Sport's always good. So it's just a tough conference. Every week you just got to get better and play as hard as you possibly can.
Guys, as you take a look at the schedule as I show it now, what are you looking forward to the most as you take a look at that heavy schedule?
Yeah, it's we start out with Ripon Friday night, obviously a non-conference game. Then we go to Marquezan. We played both those teams last year, so both are improved, and we have to be improved to play with those guys. And then right away we got Springs, the first game in the conference. So here we go.
Yeah.
And then after that, Omro and North Fond du Lac. Hopefully those are games that we can be competitive in. Lemira, WLA, Mayville, and Campbell Sport. So it's almost murderer's row.
It's a gauntlet.
We got to be ready.
Guys, as you look at that, just trying to get some momentum here early in the season, excuse me, and then, just talk about trying to build that last year hard start to the season, right? You guys played the top 3 preseason favorites to start your conference season. Just kind of impossible to get that momentum, right? Yep. Just talk about this year, trying to maybe turn that around and get 3-4 wins under your belt early and get the belief, right?
Yeah, the schedule is always going to be tough when you're in the flyweight, but I think that we can get a hot start this year and get some wins under our belt as we go throughout the season.
Okay.
Yeah, it's going to be a mental game here. We just got to get some pride in us, get some wins under our belt. That'll kind of drive us to just do better, work harder, because we want to just keep on winning, because winning's great.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. What Owen said, I think we just got to win some games so we can get that momentum, and then that'll help us for the rest of the season then.
Talk about your quarterback position, Coach, if you could.
I will. Drake Nitz is a senior quarterback for us. He started and played last year. He's thrown the ball pretty well in practice so far, so we're looking forward to having him. He's got a really good football IQ, and that's very important in the game of football, obviously, but he's done a nice job of throwing the ball. He understands our offense. He understands the game. So we're looking forward to him competing as a senior and leading us this year.
17 returning letter winners this year. What is the biggest challenge for Laconia, do you think?
I will have to say it's going to be our offense and defensive line. We're very young there. Right now, Owen is not starting, and we anticipate in a couple games he will be able to start for us, but we've got a young offensive line, a sophomore starting, 3 juniors, I believe, and 1 senior right now. So those guys got to gel, they got to develop, they got to get better, and we've seen it already in the first 3 weeks of practice. So they just have to continue to improve. Defensively, I think we'll be all right. We have decent skill kids, both offensively and defensively. 2 brothers, Cash and Graham Lemonis, both playing corners, both playing wide receivers for us. Wrestlers, just really good athletes. Owen Larson, we're looking forward to him playing. He's a senior coming back with us. Flynn, last year Flynn didn't play with us. He's back with us as a senior. He'll be playing some running back and some linebacker. So, we've got a good group of seniors, and they've got to lead the way for us.
Guys, favorite subject in school coming up. When does school start for Laconia?
The second?
Yeah.
Second,
Yeah, the
okay,
second.
after Labor Day. Okay,
Yeah.
all right. What do you think? What are we after here?
I'd have to say I'm probably best at English, but I like learning about history. So
okay,
yeah.
Oh, I love math and science, and I'm really looking forward to AP Bio this year.
Got some smart dudes here,
Wow.
Coach.
Those aren't typical football player answers.
Yeah, I find history pretty interesting.
What about geometry? You like that?
Oh, no.
No, you don't? We have to, where the kick goes, you
Yeah.
kind of have to get the
No.
plane. No? Okay, well, I'm trying.
You're right.
Trying. Any shout-outs?
All the parents, I'd say, since we were young, get us into all the sports, sign us up, pay our fees. Just want to thank them for all they've done for us.
Beautiful.
Definitely parents, coaches, the staff at Laconia, getting everything put together, all the paperwork out there, and especially the people in our lives who just been keeping us active, which is huge on the parents, including teammates out here. I mean, growing up with everybody, kept me outside, kept me moving. Definitely helped with getting my knee back in shape was people around me.
Yeah, my mom and dad and the coaches who believed in me and wanted me to succeed.
Okay.
So I'll shout out to them.
All right.
You guys back, get to walk through the school a few times, I guess. Maybe tell us about that, coach and players. I mean, what's that like? That's got to be pretty sweet to get the first glance on the new Laconia High School, and obviously a lot of time and effort went into that, right?
Yeah, and it's not done yet. I think the hope is that those guys sprint into the finish line and they get everything done so that when we do start school on September 2nd, it'll be all done and shiny. But it's really, really nice. We renovated the prior gym, and we got a brand new gym, so we have 2 nice gyms available. The classrooms are beautiful. We've been meeting in one of the new classrooms now, so it's just it's really nice. It's beautiful.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's awesome to see brand new school. That thing, the old one's been there for I don't know how many years, a long time. But yeah, it's awesome to have some improvements, big changes. Yeah.
Yeah, with the new school comes a lot of new equipment for us to use, especially in the classrooms. Like my physics classroom I had last year, we had to do a bunch of new labs and stuff just because we had new equipment to use. And I'm really looking forward to AP Bio with the different experiments and labs we're going to be able to do with all of our new stuff.
Okay.
Yeah, it's definitely a lot better than what we had before. So.
All right. Well, gentlemen, best of luck.
Thank you.
For the season
Thank you.
coming up here. Got a game against Ripon, non-conference,
Yep.
coming up on Friday.
Coming up Friday, yeah. See what happens. But we're ready to go. We've been working hard in practice, and the intensity ramped up a little bit this week. Probably lost my voice a little bit more, hollering and screaming as the game week develops. Encouragement, there we go. That's the word, guys. That's the word, guys. Encouragement. But, yeah, we're looking forward to playing somebody else, playing for real, putting the whole game together. Again, we've got a really good nucleus, a good group of seniors that will be leading us. And they had mentioned the parents before, and I want to also echo that the parents have done a great job. They put on a meal for us on Thursday nights, and then after away games, they're always there with another meal for us on the bus. So they've done a really good job. Appreciate that.
Well, guys, appreciate you coming in. Thank you so much.
Thanks for having us.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Yep,
you
thanks
bet.
for the opportunity.
Laconia coach Joe Ledley, all seniors, running back, linebacker Jack Renz, offensive defensive lineman Owen Leonard, and kicker and punter and specialist Ethan Van Beek. Again, all from Laconia with us here, part of our Radio Plus Prep Preview Kickoff show as it continues here. We're going to stay in the Wisconsin Flyweight Conference, and we are going to go to Lamira as our program continues. There they are, waiting in the wings. Coach Brian Gregory and company in this room next. Stand by.
Here we go. All we need is an open road and a chance to see a never-ending world that's beautiful. Here we go, with the sunlight on our skin. It's a brand new day, it's ours to take, and we will let it in. This is where the adventure begins.
Just like a great team, National Exchange Bank and Trust knows that success is built on strong relationships and trust. Since 1933, the bank has been locally owned and focused on serving the needs of our community so that our friends and neighbors can live the life they want. Let National Exchange Bank and Trust be your financial teammate for life. Because when it comes to your financial goals, we're here to help you stay ahead of the game. Visit nebat.com to learn more.
At our store, it's about the people, and it's about the experience you have from the minute you walk through our doors. It's about serving you and listening to what you came in for. It's having real conversations with people in our community, and it's giving back. It's being a one-stop shop for all your electronic, appliance, and home furniture needs. Since 1922, we've been sharing our knowledge and providing pieces that make your life just a little bit better. Silica for your home.
Thank you for your continued support over the past 50 years. At Verhaeg's Furniture Mart, we're honored to have been voted by you to be the best of the best mattress store in the Fond du Lac area for 2024. Our mission is to bring the best in bedding comfort, technology, and support to the Waupun area. We've partnered with top brands like Tempur-Pedic, Puffy, Scott Living, Sealy, and Nectar to offer you the ultimate sleep experience. Free delivery to Waupun and the surrounding area. See store for details.
Come shop at Verhaeg's.
Welcome back into our Radio Plus Sports Prep Preview Kickoff Show. It's week number 1 of the high school football season. Yeah, it's this week, and we are excited once again to be joined by several area coaches, players, and teams, a total of 10 teams with us here tonight. And with us now is the defending Division 6 state champions, the Lomira Lions. Coach, how are you, Brian Gregory?
Doing good tonight. How are you?
Good. Would you like to intro your players?
Yep, absolutely. We got 3 seniors here with us tonight. We got Kincaid Total, Colton Wagner, and on the end on there we got Hunter Dooley.
Gentlemen, thanks for being here.
Thank you.
Thanks for having us.
All right. Coach, how was the off season?
Good.
Yeah?
A lot of excitement, a lot of momentum built there, a lot of stuff we can build off of.
Yeah. You know, and as I bring up this slide right here, you take a look at what was the Sea of Red, Sea of Lomira Red at Camp Randall Stadium back in November, as you put the exclamation point on the end of the season here. You mentioned momentum, excitement, right? What comes to mind when you see that?
Just brings back all the feels, all the memories, all the hard work, dedication that went in with that group. Just really proven to the Lomira community, the program, and everybody in it that when a group comes together like that, really anything's possible. And it was special on a lot of fronts there, and definitely a feeling that's addicting.
Yeah. I like that one on the end here. I like that left one on the end.
Absolutely.
One of the best ones here. But guys, when you see that, what goes through your mind at Camp Randall?
I just want to get back there and feel that feeling again.
Yeah.
For me, nothing just beats the feeling of winning a state championship for the first time. So the feeling I would think I would feel would be close to that if we went again, back to back.
Like they said, just repeating it, being at Camp Randall would be cool.
Hungry. How hungry is this team, Coach?
Well, it's a new group, and that's the beauty of high school athletics, you know. So each and every one of the athletes we have in the program now is being asked to play a bigger role than they did last year, you know. So there's a lot of people that are stepping up into bigger roles, and they want to leave their legacy and leave their mark and prove that Lomira is here to stay, you know. So it is a hungry group. Getting there, I think, just fueled that even more because we proved that we can do it, and we do have the capability of doing it.
You welcome back some starters, offense, defense, a little bit of experience. Talk about that for us.
Yeah, we got some guys that are coming back with experience that are really taking on a bigger role, especially leadership-wise with some of the newcomers that we have coming in. But really throughout the year, just really trying to get some of those underclassmen used to the varsity speed and Friday nights under the lights and the big moments and everything. So we have a lot of guys that we're excited about. We think the talent's still there and just getting a little bit better each and every day. And we've been happy with where we're at right now, and we're excited to get going and hit the field and see what 2025 has in store for us.
Coach, you and I had previously talked about in the back room just about the community and the younger people growing into
Yep.
football now. What does that mean for the Lamira community, getting these numbers from the youth and starting young?
Well, it's when I first got to Lamira, you know, you always hear about how special of a place it was and the support and how people wanna, you know, it's that football kind of town and everything. And you can see with the facilities that catches your eye right away. You know, now having been here for a couple years and making the run last year, you could really see how hungry they were for it and how special it really was for everybody. Just the travel and the support and the community support and administration and everybody, it meant a lot to a lot of people, and it was special for us to be able to bring an entire community together and show them what's possible at the end of the day. And we really saw that love and felt that throughout that run. You know, so it's been cool to see that continue to trickle down as we kind of take a step back now.
You take a look at what happened last year and the standings from last year, and a tie with Mayville and Springs on top the Flyway Conference. Everybody beat up on each other a little bit there to have that three-way deal going on. But what is it about the Flyway Conference? I'll ask you guys this, about this conference and the competitiveness that happens every Friday night.
I think this conference just really gets us ready for like the playoff games, because just playing teams like Mayville and Springs during the regular season, it helped us see that we're going to play really good teams during the playoffs, and that helped us a lot.
For me, what makes the Flyway Conference is that everybody's just physical and strong when it comes to football. They just want to beat you up all the time.
You can see they dedicate themselves in the summer all the time. They get stronger during the summer, and it's just the Flyway's physical, and it prepares us for the playoffs.
Talk about some of the key skill position guys, Coach, that you're welcoming, running back, quarterback, those types of things, because a chunk of that graduated last year with Schroffnagel and with Jackson Gable, too.
Yep. That quarterback, Keegan Kell, is a junior for us. So one that saw some reps last year in certain situations. We're extremely excited about what he brings to the table. I think just a natural kind of pocket presence, throws a nice catchable ball, able to get the ball out to our athletes and makes good decisions. You know, a good runner in his own regard, and one that's going to make an impact on the defensive side as well. We got a couple different guys that we're comfortable with in the backfield, you know, kind of by committee this year, with Colton Wagner, Elijah James, and Hunter Schomburg kind of in the mix there, all guys that we've really been excited about early on. And again, just guys that are really early on have looked hungry and kind of chomping at the bit to get in there and leave their own legacy and put their mark on this year.
Now I'm going to go. You mentioned a freshman there, and I mean, obviously, we know what Taylor did last year, and everyone I've talked to has told me that he might be the better athlete of both of them. So what have you seen from Hunter so far?
And does he know that?
He's hungry for that, definitely. The thing about Hunter that's special is just his work ethic, his drive, and his motivation. You know, he's a good kid. He's a hard worker. You know, a lot of that early on just comes with maturing and everything. But his work ethic has just put him ahead of everybody at this point, and he's put himself in a position to see some early reps and see where it takes us throughout the year.
If you do have a question, the chat is open on our video streaming platform. You can ask a question on the chat if you want to do so. We'll edit it before we put it out there for you guys. How about that? All right, so take a look at the schedule. It's up on the page right now. So you have Horicon, Hustisford, then you have Oostburg, first two, and then you jump right into to Flyway play here. What sticks out on this schedule? And I'll go right down the line and ask you guys the same question.
I think we're going to be tested early from the get-go. You know, I think we got we got some good, solid opponents early on, and I think it's going to give us a benchmark of where we're at and where we need to continue to climb and get to. You know, Campbellsport and Springs right away to start off is going to really tell us what we got as a group and everything like that. So we're excited about the challenge early on.
Okay.
Week 9 at Mayville. I'm really looking forward to that game.
Mm-hmm. That one sticks out as well on this front. Go ahead.
For me, it'll be Campbellsport because it's our first conference game. So just kind of showing that Lamira's here to stay.
Okay. And that's a home game as well for you?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I would say Springs or Mayville. Just both physical teams and led Flyway how many years, so it'll be fun games.
Mm-hmm. And Justin brought up the youth program. It is booming right now, and guys are hungry. How much does that play a part in the excitement that you guys have going and seeing kids in jerseys, seeing kids at games, knowing winning Division 6 last year, all that stuff rolled into the pot.
Well, that's what it's all about at the end of the day. It's cool when you can't walk, or go through the halls on a given day without seeing a state championship shirt or a state-bound shirt or this or that. But to see the numbers in the youth, flag football, early tackle football is kind of just a testament to this group and what they've built and what they continue to, and just the standard and culture we're trying to build there, that kids want to be a part of it. It's something that you almost, you feel like you're missing out if you're not on the board with it.
Fear of missing out, right? There you go. Anything else to add to that youth question, guys?
I think it's just really cool that the youth program is building every year because they're just looking up to us, and I think it's really special based on what happened last year that more kids are joining and wanting to play this game of football.
Yeah.
To piggyback off of what Cade said, it's just kind of cool to see that the younger kids look up to us as high schoolers, just kind of show like we're that person that they want to be when they get older.
Okay.
Not only the youth program, but just the community coming out to the games and cheering us on. It's cool Friday nights.
Yeah, it certainly is, and playing at that beautiful stadium, boy, oh boy, is that special, huh?
Absolutely.
Yeah. Shout-outs. You guys want to give a shout-out to anybody watching, viewing, listening? Family?
I'll shout out my mom and dad and Sam Schroffnagel.
Okay. Sam's watching. Okay.
Shout out my mom and dad. Hi, Mom.
I'll shout out my mom and dad and just my teammates.
All right. Favorite subject in school? Do you have one?
Weightlifting class with Coach Gregory.
Uh-huh.
Good answer.
I'm going to say
Good
math
answer.
or history.
Okay.
Got to be lunch or math.
That's the first lunch answer
throw
tonight.
lunch in there.
That's good. I like that. Anything in closing, Justin, you want to mention?
No, I mean, it's cool to see. I mean, Nick, we're both Lamira guys, so
Yeah.
we're from the area, and it's cool to see, Lamira football back. I mean, when I was going through school, it was not back. I mean, even when my sister was in school, they had a year where they didn't even have a team.
Oh.
And seeing the numbers and all the stuff, the community gathering around everybody is incredibly cool to see in Lamira.
Yeah, and credit to you guys for keeping it going, and credit again, so congrats on that, okay?
Appreciate it. Thank you.
Got a lot of coverage of Lamira coming up on our channels with Jeff's live stream and with Radio Plus. We're looking forward to covering you guys, okay?
Thank
Awesome.
you.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, well, best of luck, guys, this season, okay? We'll see you real soon.
Cool. Thanks.
All right. That is Lamira head coach Brian Gregory with his players in Kincaid Total and Colton Wagner and Hunter Dooley, part of our Radio Plus Sports Prep Preview Kickoff show built by Pino Buildings and Pino Construction. All right, waiting in the wings, we are going to shift gears away from the Flyway Conference and we'll go to the South Central Conference with the likes of the Waupun Warriors. I think it's Steve. Is that Steve stretching back there? I think he is. He'll be in this chair with me next. He doesn't know the camera's on either. Radio Plus Video Sports.
Every customer can be a Signature Home customer. I think that's what Signature Homes does really well, is that we can touch not only the customer who's building for the first time, but also the customers that know what they want and want to pull pieces of other property that they've lived in and loved. And you can really trust that we know what we're doing and that we have 30 years of experience in the market doing it with quality craftsmanship and a lot of style and design. And at the end, we get a chance to walk them through and see their smiling faces, and we know that we've achieved our goal.
Hello world, wake me up to another good morning, time to go.
Here's to summer, your adventures, and the places they take you. Arrive in style in a new GMC Sierra, now with rates from 0%, plus hefty bonus and trade assist cash. Get ready to travel the road ahead.
We are all looking for adventure.
Find yours and discover the difference at Holiday Automotive Fond du Lac. It's worth the trip.
Cleaning your gutters is a pain, but ignoring them could ruin the value of your home. Gutter Helmet is the solution. Choose the perfect color to blend with your home, and our certified technicians will install Gutter Helmet in less than a day. Call Gutter Helmet today to never clean your gutters again.
The $7 Lux Cravings Box has the Gordita Supreme? What is this, the 90s? This flashback is off the hook. The 90s Gordita Supreme is back in the $7 Lux Cravings Box. Relive the decades, only at Taco Bell. Booyah!
It's our Prep Sports Preview Kickoff Show here from our headquarters at 210 South Main Street in Fond du Lac, and we've had a blast so far here tonight. We are in team number 9. We have another team after Waupun here with us tonight, but it's been so much fun, checking out the teams and talking high school football. And really, it is week number 1 of the high school football season. It starts really tomorrow night with some teams around the state playing, but the majority of everybody else plays on Friday. Having an opportunity now to chat with Waupun. And Steve Winterhack with us here. Hey, Steve.
Yeah, really looking forward to this thing. We're covering Waupun. I'll be at all their games. Even started checking out some of your places you're going to play at already. So make sure it's all clear for you guys, good enough for you guys to be there, and pretty excited about the season.
Adrian Harmson, Waupun head coach, with us here. Adrian, good to see you again, buddy.
Yep, nice seeing you.
All right. And would you like to intro your players on the screen here?
Yeah, we have our 3 players here, all seniors here for us. So our quarterback here, number 15, Chase Beam. Right next to me. Up next here we have also senior number 22 Logan Prawl, and then over there on the end we have number 10 Isaiah Thurk.
All right. Well, gentlemen, thanks for being here.
Thanks for having us.
Yeah, thanks for having us.
You bet. First playoff appearance in 17 years last year.
Were any of you guys born when they had that last time? Or you weren't even born when we were in the playoffs last time until last year. So, yeah.
Wasn't that fun?
Yeah.
Yeah, truly thrilling. And it obviously takes a lot of work to get there, and this group and the group right before them really kind of led us to that point and really believed in it, and really we've been changing a lot of things in the program, and that's because of these guys and what they believe in, and that got us to that playoff first round. Mm-hmm. And I don't think any of these guys were around, or maybe just toddlers, but I remember going to our last playoff game, and I was a little tight at the time, and I was in the stands watching them for that game.
Yeah. In your 4th year at the school, how was the off season?
It's the off season. Guys are going to be busy with all sports. Waupun, we're big into sports there. We got a phenomenal baseball program going on, so a lot of Legion balls going on there for us here in Waupun. But staying busy. Guys are obviously working and making that money, but also doing what they can athletically as well. And whether it's baseball, basketball, football, you name it, just trying to stay active in that off season.
Chase, second team all-conference selection as quarterback. Talk about that for us in your off season.
Yeah, it was an honor to be able to be named second team all-conference last year, and I kind of want to build on that season. That was my goal all off season, was just try to get to that first team nod this season. So that's just kind of been my focus.
Logan, first team all-conference selection as wideout. Talk about that for us and what you're looking forward to maybe this year.
I couldn't have done it without Chase. I can only do so much. So I always give most of my praise to him because he's got to give me the ball at the end of the day. So, I got to get open, but he's got to make the right throw. He's got to make the right read. I think this year, just keep building off that first team and, maybe get that player of the year this year.
Isaiah, one of the guys leading the defense, right? Talk about that for us.
Feels good to lead some younger guys on the defense. Really just put that mentality in them of being aggressive.
Well, Coach, I had a question for you. Of course, you had great accomplishment last year getting to playoffs. And what things with this year's team, I know you got higher expectations this year. What do you see in your team that could get you, higher up in the conference and further in the playoffs? What do you see out of this team that really leads you to believe that can happen this season?
Yeah, every year we're looking at what can we improve on, what can we get better at. And it's just, you know, my big thing that I'm still going to be preaching is just building that culture. You know, this is, you know, first year playoffs, very big for us, but we don't want it to be a one-time appearance. You know, we want that to be a consistent thing every year. So building that culture and that team camaraderie and really getting the guys to believe in what we're doing and knowing that what we're doing is right, and we're going to see the rewards of that with their performance on and off the field. So just that dedication to it, staying moving, and, you know, being active, and, you know, being an active part in the football team.
Now, Chase, this is your third season as a starting quarterback. What do you see in yourself that's different from that sophomore year when you were the quarterback out there and you didn't look like a sophomore out on the field out there, looked like a full-grown man out there, but here you are a senior, and what's your roles? Have changed any? What do you see different in yourself going into your senior year?
Yeah, definitely just like a bigger mentorship role with some of the younger guys, being able to take them under my wing and like really guide them to show like what it means to play for this football program, and what we do each and every day at practice, and like how we prepare for our games, and just like on the field, it's like just more reps. Like I've been able to get so much experience now these last 2 seasons, so it's just getting easier with time, just being able to read defenses and all that stuff.
Logan, I know I've asked you this before because you do have some pretty fancy footwork out there. I don't know if you take dance classes or anything like that, but who do you attribute the fancy footwork to get around people? You just have that nice, you just kind of read what the defender's doing and are able to get past him. That's pretty impressive last year.
I think I said it last year on a broadcast, but Jack Prawl, my father, I've always been doing like footwork stuff in the backyard, like ladder drills. He's always had me in pads since I was a young kid, so it's been great to have him as like my dad and be there for me for all those moments.
Yeah, that was pretty impressive. And Isaiah, you got high expectations for the defense out there. You got those guys all ready to play their hearts out this year and really be that team that can really take this team to past what you even did last year.
Yeah, I think we have a really cutthroat defense this year. We're all playing aggressive. We all have the same mindset of just going out there, playing every down as much as we can, just hitting as hard as we can.
Okay. Guys, you take a look at the South Central Conference and what's shown on the screen right now as far as how all the standings went. Berlin, Dells, Nakusa, Mauston, Watoma, Adams Friendship. Steve mentioned that he's made some travels around to the area, seeing some different teams this year. Talk about that for us a little bit.
Yeah, you know, last year being the first year in this new conference for us, it was definitely an eye-opener for us. You know, we have a few of those same teams that we've, you know, seen for years, you know, Ripon and Berlin coming with us, but it definitely has been that eye-opener experience for us, seeing, you know, the other talent around the state that we have. And, you know, getting into this conference, that's definitely something where, you know, we can really make a statement and, you know, really start that new identity of who we are as a program. And, you know, and they capitalized on it last year. And so we just want to continue to build off that.
I see Berlin is your homecoming game. You got Berlin. So did you make that choice to have them as your homecoming game, or it just happened to fall that way?
I was part of it.
Yeah.
You know, I don't want to say it was only me, but, you know, it's a kind of team effort with myself and our athletic director and our principal kind of working together. But, you know, just knowing Berlin, and they're a great program. They're coached well. They have great players there. And I really, truly believe that we can hang with them, if not beat them. You know, that's our goal this year is, you know, Berlin homecoming. It's a big day. It's a big stage. And, you know, we want to make sure that we can capitalize on that moment.
Logan, you know some of these guys from this Berlin team, maybe through baseball or something, or was it football that you know them from?
I know quite a bit of them from just like baseball. I played baseball with a couple of guys that graduated last year, and then hanging around some of those guys in Berlin, I just became kind of friends with them. But the field's a different place, so we're not friends there.
Right, right.
Also, Isaiah, I did compliment him on his hair. I said if I could grow hair, I would. That's what I would do, right there. But anybody else that's kind of stepping up? I know you got some big younger guys that are coming up. Owen Klusterboer, he's a full-grown man already out there. Talk about some of the guys that are going to make an impact besides you three leaders on the team.
Yeah, I mean, like you said, Owen Klusterboer, I mean, he's been huge defensively on the D-line. Just every single day at practice, he's wreaking havoc on our offense, and I'm just excited to see what he can do this upcoming season.
I'd say Eli Ewert. He's athletic kid, strong kid, young kid too. He's going to make some plays. He's going to make things happen. He's going to make people he's going to have some people
Yeah,
looking
he's
at
a
him.
guy that normally, if he didn't have an experienced quarterback, might have been the quarterback now and maybe the future quarterback for us. You take him under your wing at all and kind of working with him a little bit in case that's what he's doing the next couple of years?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, okay, yeah. I know he's a very athletic young man. Again, you're all seniors, and Isaiah, what do you feel like your role now as a senior out there? Some guys you take under your wing and kind of help them along here and their approach to the game?
Yeah, as a senior, I feel like I'm really leading the D line. We got younger guys stepping up. Owen Klusebar, like you said, Jack Toutant, a lot of these younger guys that didn't see as many reps on defense last year, especially the D line. Almost all young guys besides me, and I think really for me it's just showing them the ropes and the mentality, just working hard.
You take a look at the schedule, guys, as we see it up there right now. Partyville on Friday night, an away game for you, and then you have New Holstein as well. So New Holstein, a team that usually plays you pretty tough, and they have, year after year. But what sticks out on that schedule? What do you think?
You guys
Anybody
want
can
to talk,
answer.
or do you want Coach's opinion?
Yeah, sure.
Obviously Berlin, late into the season, we're both going to be seasoned teams at that point, and, hopefully, everyone's staying healthy. But, first couple of weeks, teams are still installing things and you're figuring things out, fine-tuning your team and positions, plays, whatever it may be. So I'd really like to say that, that Berlin game that we have homecoming for us, we're going to have all of our tools, our weapons ready to go. And so that should be a pretty good game. I'm really excited for that game there. But, looking up at the earlier in the season, like how you were mentioning earlier, New Holstein, they're always great competition for us. We've been playing them for years, pretty long tradition there. We had a couple years stretch where we weren't playing them too much. But, we're back in that now and happy to be playing them again. And, obviously right after that we have Ripon for the Jug, a huge game for us and one that we hope to continue and to keep that jug going and keeping it here in Waupun. So, those are some of the games that are standing out to me there.
Players, what do you think, guys?
I'm really looking forward to that Week 9 Wisconsin-Dells matchup. Last year we played them early when we were still kind of figuring things out and wasn't necessarily our best game. And I'm just really looking forward to being able to play them when we got all our stuff in and, we'll have our whole season under our belt and just kind of going out and proving a point that last year was a fluke.
There's a kill list up there. I'll just say that right now. I want New Holstein back. I want Partyville. I want Mauston. I want the Dells.
All of them,
schools,
huh?
Berlin.
Yeah.
The teams that took us out last year, it's a different team this year. I don't think that some of these teams are going to be ready for what we're going to bring.
Guys are hungry. I like it. Isaiah?
For me, it's going to be Week 5 against Nakusa. We had a hard loss against them last year, made some big mistakes, but I think going into this year we're a lot cleaner, and it should be not as close of a game for them.
I had one question to Chase. There was you had interviewed somebody else, and you had described that loss you had to Berlin. What was the terminology? You said you got Mollywop? I've never heard that before. And I've been doing games for 34 years, and I never heard that before. I had to look it up to make sure, first of all, it was appropriate, and it was. Definitely an appropriate term. So, yeah, Mollywop. I'll see if I can use that in some of your terminology. When you played those payback games, and we just got done, mollywopping a team out there. So I'll use that my first time ever. Can't wait.
Any shout-outs, guys, that you want to give to people watching, listening, viewing? Anybody?
Maybe mom or dad.
Okay.
Hopefully they're watching right now for you guys. So a little shout out to mom and dad.
All right.
Yep.
Shout out the boys back at home, the whole squad, everybody there.
Yeah.
They're going to live and fight with us too. So.
Yeah. All right.
I'd like to give just a big shout out just to the Waupun community. The last couple of years we've seen a big turnaround. A lot of people in attendance at the home games. We were just talking right before we get on how, the bleachers are right next to the field. There's not a big gap or a big track in between us. So you have those fans, whether they're cheering for you or cheering against you, they're right on you. So I really want to give a big shout out to the Waupun community and just how much they've been supporting us and really cheering for us. And we'd like to say they're our 12th member.
Yeah. Football, more than any other sport, I think, brings people out. And we had those good teams in the middle 2000s. It was people standing around the field. And, we've had a lot of great basketball teams and baseball teams. But something about football, Friday nights, is pretty magical. And I think I can see that definitely happening in Waupun coming up. So excited to call your games this season. It'll be fun.
All right. Gentlemen, thanks much. And safe travels, okay?
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right. Again, Waupun with us here. That's head coach Adrian Harmson. Again, Chase Beam, Logan Prohl, and Isaiah Thurk. Thanks, Steve.
Maybe say hi to Randy Armgett, too. He'll be with me for all those games, too. So make sure you say hi to Randy Armgett, too, because I know he's watching right now. So good luck, guys. It'll be fun following him.
All right, gentlemen, thank you again.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right. Our Radio Plus Sports Prep Preview Kickoff Show continues. We have Campbell Sport. We'll go back to the Wisconsin Flyweight Conference and welcome the Cougars next on Radio Plus Video Sports. There they are. Welcome in, guys.
Safety is first and foremost on what we do every day.
If you're considering building a home, it's important to sit down and have a conversation with your realtor, your financial advisor, or your builder. Signature Homes has client appointments throughout the course of the week that specifically just discuss, is it right for you? Does it make sense? Is this the right timing? Can we be the right builder? Can we provide the right product? We really don't have a limitation to what we build or who we build for. It really comes down to what you need and if we're a fit. And we're certainly going to do everything we can to bring your signature home to life.
Our Radio Plus Sports Prep Preview Kickoff Show, again built by Pino Construction and Pino Buildings. Appreciate you being along here this evening, hanging with us. We began this program at 6 o'clock, and we've ran through 9 area teams, and we've got to the Campbell Sport Cougars. They are our 10th team to be featured here this evening. Justin Schwartzmiller again with us here, and Todd Wondra, the head coach of Campbell Sport, with us here. Coach, always a pleasure. How are you today?
Good. Thanks for having us, guys.
Yeah, you bet. Would you like to intro your team, your players?
We got a group of seniors here. Blake Heltemus, running back, linebacker for us. Spencer Immel, O-line, D-line. And Trent Schludweiler, running back, defensive back.
All right. How was the offseason, Coach?
Never long enough.
Right.
They're getting shorter all the time.
Yeah. Talk about the offseason for you guys. You play other sports, spring sports, last winter, leading up to the football campaign here.
Yeah, off-season was good. I participated in track, which we won conference this year, so that was nice. Okay. I think that really helped out for this season to play football. So, yeah.
My off-season was good, too. Just focused on getting in the weight room a lot and trying to get others in there to get stronger for this year and just trying to get prepared for the senior year.
Okay.
My off-season was great, too. I did baseball and basketball. Basketball is great conditioning for football, I feel.
All right. So as you take a look at Campbell Sport, a playoff appearance last season, right?
Yep.
Talk about that for us a little bit.
Yeah, I think 6 years in a row now. That's a goal every year, to get in the playoffs because you got to earn it. Went up to Berlin and just didn't go our way, Fought hard the whole game, but obviously came out on the wrong end.
All right. What are you looking forward to the most this season as you look at Campbell Sport's schedule?
Same thing, like I said, we set our goals every year to make playoffs and compete for conference. Football, where you got to earn a playoff spot, so it's one of the goals you got to set and get back there, and obviously watch these guys finish up their career here after 4 years and keep growing the program.
Coach, you got some good returners coming in. You got Blake coming back, second leading tackler in the conference last year, and you got Schludweiler also in the backfield. Get your backfield kind of coming back as running backs. Is that big for you guys on offense?
Yeah, the experience in the backfield, obviously, because we lost a lot of experience up front. Spence is going to be back with, a year of experience, a couple other guys along the line, but having the wings back with a lot of experience helps there, solidify that, and then our tailback has got some snaps last year and stuff, so he's ready to go as well.
5 back on offense, 5 back on defense, right? For the most part, 15 letter winners back for the Cougars, right?
Yep. Yeah. Obviously, Blake leading the way on defense and Trent on the back end coming down and making tackles and plays for us. That's going to be probably leading our defense, and that's what we're going to lean on this year. Offensively, like I said, it's mainly these 3 coming back and then a couple other guys that have experience, and then we are competing from there for up front,
What's a challenge you guys feel within Campbell Sports Circle that you have to work with going into the season here?
I feel like staying healthy, because that's the biggest thing. We don't have much backups, I should say, with experience. So I think staying healthy is our biggest thing, which obviously you can't control, but sometimes you can. So just going forward in the season, taking care of our bodies, and I think that'll be a crucial part.
I definitely agree with Blake. We got to keep everybody healthy, and then just getting more guys ready to play, whether they're backups or starting this year on varsity for the first time, just getting them prepared for our non-conference and conference games, then just going through the season, just keeping them ready.
I feel like being a role model for the kids that are stepping up this year that haven't had much experience in varsity, we have to show them how to be a varsity player.
You take a look at your schedule here as we show it on the screen. Is there anything that sticks out right off the bat that you circle that and say, yep, I'm coming?
Well, it's always, fly away with the proximity of all your teams. There's a lot of technically rivalry games. Lamira is right down the street. Mayville's always a huge rivalry. Their program's just continuing to get better every year. And then obviously everybody, I think, in the conference circles Springs, because till it's proven different, they're the ones that beat. But like I said, there's a lot of rivalry games in this conference, and that was a great thing about us coming back to it about 5 years ago is, we didn't have that in the other conference. Now you got all these big games every week. You got to get up for it. And WLA too as well is going to be good again this year. They were young last year, and so even non-conference, with Kewaskum, that's why we kept that game when we left the other conference. It's huge rivalry for all our sports. We play them in every sport now, and it's just a rivalry game.
And you take a look at old Smash Mouth flyway football, and you think Campbell Sport, you think Mayville, you think Lamira, you think running the football, and you think big guys up front, right?
Yep. That's obviously the big thing is running the ball. That's where pretty much everybody lives by for the most part now, and it helps you when you get into the playoffs, and then you see uncommon opponents that aren't used to it. The weather turns, so that's where you want to start leaning on early and start there.
Coach, you guys kind of relied pretty heavy on defense last year, and we talked about the smash mouth style. You guys big guys up front, good at the linebacker position. Is that how we're looking to go again this year, try to rely on the defense, help us win some games again?
Yeah, obviously with the timing offense, it takes you a little bit to get everything in sync, and so especially early you want to rely on your defense, and after a scrimmage that really looked well. Offense has got some work to do. But, yeah, we lost the size up front, so we're back to I would say our normal linemen, it's not huge, so it's more or less fundamentals. That's why we're running wing T where we are, because we don't have those huge linemen always. We lucked out and had 3 6'2" kids, 230 pounds or bigger coming through. They're graduated. Now we're back down to a little bit smaller guys.
Motion, movement, wing T, a lot of that depends, heavily on those factors, and you guys like those factors?
Yeah,
talking about
for
that?
sure. Yep.
Right?
Yeah. I think that running that, obviously you can run a lot of things out of the wing T.
Creativity comes in there
right.
too, right?
Yep. So I think the guys up front can do it this year. I think they got it in them. They just got to work for it, which I'm looking forward to see.
Yeah, I think our offensive line group, we're pretty close, and we hold each other accountable, and we try to come to practice each day to work to get better. And I just like our strategy. If we can establish the run game, it just beats down other teams, and you can just try and jump on opportunities and get ahead.
All right.
The wing T keeps everyone involved as well. There's never really a play off. If you're not getting the ball, you're doing something else, running a fake or just helping out blocking.
Yeah, very good. All right. School start for you guys in a couple weeks?
Yep.
All right.
A couple weeks.
Okay. Favorite subject in school? What are we getting after? Academically.
Math class, probably.
Glad you didn't say lunch. Somebody else said lunch, too. One of your flyaway friends earlier.
Oh, probably like history.
Okay.
I'd probably have to go with math.
Okay. All right. Good deal. Shout-outs for you guys tonight. Anybody watching you want to say hi to?
I don't think so.
No? Nobody? Mom, dad? Brothers, sisters? Enemies?
I don't think so.
No? Okay.
No, guys, obviously, Trent, you guys are coming off a little bit of a high. You guys did win the Legion State Championship for baseball, so now you're rolling into another season. Obviously, you got a tough stretch to start for even week 1 through 5. It's going to be difficult for you guys. What can you guys take in, obviously, from Coach Todd and other things that you had as leaders bringing into those younger guys right away from the tough stretch at the start?
Just keep your confidence up. I mean, it all starts with confidence.
All right. Well, gentlemen, we'd like to say thank you for coming in here tonight. Appreciate your time. Anything else you want to mention in closing?
No, we look forward to get going Friday night. Obviously, it's go time now.
Yeah.
Scrimmage is done, and everything you worked for in the off season in the last 3 years for these 3 guys and the other 6 we have seniors, they're ready to go.
All right. Well, best of luck, guys, coming up this season, okay?
Yeah, thank you.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Thanks for having us.
Yep, you bet. Our Radio Plus Sports Prep Preview Kickoff Show continues, again, built by Pino Construction and Pino Buildings. Okay, final segment. When we come back, we're going to break down the biggest matchups all year in the area next on Radio Plus Video Sports. Stand.
Here at the Wellness Way Fond du Lac, we disrupt the standard approach to healthcare. We understand that common is not normal, and unlike the restrictive healthcare mentality, we dig deeper to find answers to life-restricting health challenges. While focusing on overcoming interference in the body, we go beyond symptom-based care and address your unique physiology, allowing your mind and body to find its way to better health. You don't need to merely get through every day, but rather take control of your life and, more importantly, your health. The Wellness Way Fond du Lac. Do health differently.
For over 100 years, the name Cole is synonymous with quality fuels, lubricants, and propane. That's because Cole is the area's trusted source for farm, construction, and trucking companies, as they partner with these companies to help them achieve their unique goals. The team at Cole Oil and Propane is dedicated to serving you. They pride themselves on a customer-first approach and work hard to make sure you're satisfied. You can rely on Cole for prompt delivery, competitive prices, and quality service. Learn more at ColeOilAndPropane.com.
Integrity Saw and Tool is a proud sponsor of Fond du Lac area sports. They wish the best of luck to all local teams this fall and winter. Integrity prides itself on being the fastest producer of high-quality cutting tools and providing the most reliable sharpening service in the industry. If you're looking for a challenging career with excellent benefits and a family atmosphere, contact the team at IntegritySaw.com. That's IntegritySaw.com.
At Musa Sheet Metal, they spend generations building a better everyday life. They don't just build panels, they build a legacy. They're growing, innovating, and pushing the limits again with their brand new 24-gauge stocked steel line. Musa colors created by the Musa team, 25 bold choices ready to go, delivering the best solutions in architectural sheet metal. Say hi to the Musa apprentices. They're your neighbors, your classmates, and the future of the industry. Musa Sheet Metal, revolutionizing steel, building the future. When you hire the attorneys with the Everson Law Office, you're getting more than professional presentation. The attorneys at Everson Law Office are committed to excellence and have been successfully representing their clients since 2005. Practicing business law, estate planning, probate, guardianships, and real estate, they work closely with their clients, providing exceptional legal services that are catered specifically to their needs. Call attorney William Everson at 920-922-7113 or go to everson-law.com.
Welcome back to our Radio Plus Sports Prep Preview Kickoff Show at our headquarters here tonight, 210 South Main Street in Fond du Lac. Before we get to this segment, I do want to give a big shout, a big thank you to our producers here tonight, the guys in charge of the cameras and the graphics and all the fun stuff that kind of goes behind the scenes here. Josh Guy, let's give it up for Josh
Yeah,
back
man.
over there, buddy.
Yeah.
All right, Ike Holtzman, Ike right next to him over
Nice
there. There we
job
go.
out there, yep.
All right, got Kyle Baker roaming about. There you go,
job,
Kyle.
Kyle.
Thanks, buddy. Kerry Longery in the production room right now. He's actually recording some
Yeah. Great job by
some
Kerry.
guys.
Can't forget Cam.
And
And
transitions. Cam Galecki. Cam running the Cam right behind me here. So it really takes a very, very dedicated group to kind of walk through this thing and bring this show together. We began doing a show like this about 4 years ago, and we started with a couple of teams, expanded to I think 6 last year. We got 10 this year, and getting 10 teams, players, coaches in one room in one night. It's hard. You guys know that.
You pulled it off. I mean, it was incredible out there listening to the coaches and the athletes out there. I mean, it's just so fun just to be able to interact with them on a different level.
We're joined here by Lance LeCue, by Jordan King, Jeff Selwer, Justin Schwartzmiller to kind of walk us through, all of us together, this final segment here, because we've got coverage on our Radio Plus channel and Jeff's live stream channel all over the place this season. Jeff and I were working through the schedule here, Jeff, and we've got so many games, football teams, volleyball teams, got soccer, right?
We've got, if I remember correctly, I believe we have over 90 games that we are streaming. This fall. It's just going to be an incredible adventure that we are going to have here in the greater Fond du Lac area.
We are going to bring you some picks to end this show here, and we'll kind of have a little round table and kind of discuss a couple of things and teams. And there's not a graphic for it, but we're going to start here with Waupun, and we'll just kind of round table this thing here. Honorable mention for Waupun and the Berlin matchup that's going to happen for Waupun's homecoming. And this is a Berlin team that's beat Waupun 50-0, 50-6. This is a Berlin team that is really good, and this is going to be a big matchup coming up here.
Yeah, for sure. Berlin's graduating, or they graduated a lot of seniors, so it'll be interesting to see if they still carry that momentum into the season, while Waupun is that hungry team that finished middle of the pack in their conference last year, and being their homecoming game, they can't have any more motivation to prove not only to themselves but the conference that they're brand new in, that they can hang with the big boys as well.
The Indians have always been able to reload, having been my kids graduating from Waupun. It just constantly seems that they're reloading constantly. And the one thing that Waupun has got going for what they've got a lot of momentum for switching into this new conference, and a lot of excitement in the Waupun area over the football team that they're going to put out there as a product. And the field has been all completely upgraded, and it's going to be a fantastic contest. So it's a fantastic honorable mention.
Yeah, there you go. That's on the list here. All right. Anything else to add, guys, for that matchup here?
No, Waupun, I mean, you can see kind of they have some junior athletes that are now seniors. They got a good group of guys coming back, and especially with Coach Harmson in there now.
Yeah.
They're on the up and up again, and then that you love to see it in the area with teams like a Lamira or a Waupun that had a lot of down years, and now they're coming back, and things are getting better for these programs. The youth are getting more involved. And this Waupun-Berlin matchup, I mean, every single year, you know that this is going to be a good matchup. I mean, it's a rivalry game that really hasn't been a rivalry game, and Waupun would like to make it one this year.
Yeah. Number 6 on the list. Let's jump honorable mention to number 6, and this is going to be a game that is actually tomorrow night. It is Oakfield and Elkhart Lake. Gentlemen, the floor is yours. Talk about this thing.
Well, first of all, 8-man football is so much fun to watch. Coming again, my exposure started a couple of years ago to this, and it's fantastic. You heard the boys talk about it. You heard Coach talk about it. They are really looking for some revenge. They went to Elkhart Lake to win the conference, and unfortunately, circumstances dictated that some players were not able to participate in that game, and Oakfield lost that game, and because of that, they lost the number 1 seed going into the playoffs.
They got bounced.
And they had to go to Highland,
Yeah.
and they get bounced there as well. And you know that they want revenge for this, and they have a really solid program, and I'm pretty excited to see what they're going to do. It's got some good, strong running backs. We saw them here today. They're going to pound from behind. They're going to be able to throw. You got 6'7" wide receiver in Bo Bile running through the middle. I mean, you can't miss him.
Right.
They're going to have a fantastic.
If you do, shame on you.
Right. So it'll be fun. And then Coach always has said his goal is we're not giving up any more. 6 points. If they can keep them under 6 points, which is absolutely phenomenal, that the team gets rewarded as a team.
8-1 last year. A game behind Elkhart Lake for that record. So should be a fun one tomorrow night. What time pregame, Jeff?
Pregame will be on at 6:30 tomorrow. We'll be there.
All right. It's Oakfield and Elkhart Lake from Village Park, again in Oakfield, happening on Thursday. Okay, number 5 on the list is a matchup that has flyaway written all over it, that has flyaway, smash mouth, run the ball right down your throat football, and that is Lomira at Mayville. It's the final game of the regular season in the Wisconsin Flyway Conference that night. Game is at Ray Dunn in Mayville.
And last year, look, I mean, Lomira went into that game. You got to be thinking, beat Springs, check it off the list. Beat Campbellsport, check it off the list. Here we go, Mayville, a chance to win this thing outright. And me and others, a lot of people thought that, look, that Lomira is the best team in the conference. You go into Mayville, you go into these rivalry games when you're playing for a trophy, which, by the way, is awesome. The Milk Jug Trophy is awesome. But Mayville found a way. And it was a tremendous game. It kind of left the standings kind of how a lot of people felt it should have, with the 3 best teams, the clear 3 best teams at the top. And I'll tell you what, that was one awesome game to take in last year from the sideline, because that had as many swings of emotion as you could have had throughout a season, packed into 4 quarters, and Mayville just found a way, as they do so often at home there at Ray Dunn.
And being at the end of the season, I could see this being easily a low-scoring, just drag it out type game. Whoever gets the first points on the board might control the entire thing. And with Springs being in the picture there as well, we're looking at a possible conference championship preview. They could be fighting for that title again this year.
You take a look at, we talked with Brian Gregory, the head coach from Lomira, about this. The buzz in Lomira and the state championship run, Division 6, winning the whole thing, that is still there, and what people want to be a part of is still there. If you want the experience card, you're going to go with Mayville in that game, but don't discount the major part of the rivalry there that's going to happen.
And Springs I don't want this to turn into some sort of clip that everyone, I'm not ragging on Springs here, but like across from a state relevancy, state birth perspective, these are the 2 most successful flyway teams over the last 4 years. Again, Springs has obviously been part of that as well, but 2 state championship appearances for Mayville in the last 4 years, and then obviously defending state champs for Lomira. So those kinds of games, last one out of the town, turn the lights off, get over to the stadium.
Number 4 on the list. Thanks, guys, for that. Fond du Lac at Kimberly. This is for Friday night, September the 12th. Again, it'll be a game that'll be up at Papermaker Stadium in Kimberly, and this is turned into a rivalry like no other. The records, throw them out. They've met in the playoffs, later in the playoffs. Fondy snapped Kimberly's 70-game winning streak years ago, and guys were very young at that point who are playing now, but it goes to the old cliche, to be the best, you got to beat the best. And clearly, between Kimberly, Kaukauna, those are the teams that are going to be toward the top part of the FVA.
Yeah, even back when I was at Fondy, Kimberly Week was always, we gave them their best shot. They're going to be motivated for that game and trying to prove that they belong in that upper echelon in the FVA, hanging with the Kimberleys, the Kaukauna, the Neenah, and it doesn't take away from any of the other weeks, but Kimberly has always been that best effort game from the Cardinals, so I'm definitely excited to see that one.
When you take a look at Fondy's schedule, at Hartford, Milwaukee Marquette, North, at Kimberly, Kaukauna. They have a very similar mirror schedule with the exception of a shift out from Sussex Hamilton out of there from last year. It's tough. It's hard.
Yeah, they schedule tough. They want to get that program to where they're one of the best in the state. And like you said, to be the best, you got to play the best. So what better way to get your season going than playing some of the best teams in the state and getting those guys prepared for a tough conference gauntlet.
It's number 4 on the list here. Gentlemen, I'll kick things back to the flyaway for you for Springs at WLA. That's number 3 on the list.
Springs isn't going to be excited for that one at all, right? I mean, I've seen the sweatshirts and from WLA's win, historic win over Springs in the playoffs last year. Again, just incredible. I mean, I had people texting me all night. This score, they entered this into WISports incorrectly, right?
Because they beat them the week before in the regular season finale.
49-7 or whatever.
Talking Springs beat Bagel. Bagel returns favor in week 1 of the playoffs.
Right. Yeah, and I'll just Gannon Schwartz, his performance, I would say looked a little bit beat up in that game, and just one of the most, I know you were there too, Lance, just one of the most gutsiest, grittiest performances
for sure
that I've seen. Obviously just kind of put the team on his back. Their big plays had to be made, and WLA found a way to make them, and they snapped whatever it was, a 20-year drought against Springs, or 18 years or whatever, and what a time to do it. But turn the page. I'm sure Coach Wilderman's going to have them looking at just Lake Country Lutheran right now, but I'm sure it's always a rivalry game, but that's going to be one that's circled for them for sure.
Yeah, Springs is definitely going to be looking for their revenge. They were not obviously preparing to exit the playoffs so early last year, so they're going to have to prove, that was kind of a one-off.
Since 2000, the Ledgers, I believe, missed the playoffs twice. When they go to the playoffs, they did not exit the playoffs prior to level 4.
Right, that was
until last year.
It was a hard one to believe. It just I couldn't even believe my eyes.
I think Coach is going to have them up and ready for this game. I think this is definitely one you're circling on your calendar to watch.
So again, that would be number 3 on the list here. Number 2 on the list is a matchup. We talked Fondy moments ago, but Kaukauna at Fond du Lac on Friday, September 19th. And the reason we circled that is because that is going to be the game after the Kimberly game. So you have right off the bat, you have Hartford, and then you have Milwaukee Marquette, and then you have Appleton North, and then you have Kimberly, and then you have Kaukauna. So just a murder's row again of a schedule, and you've got Reardon coming back again for Kaukauna. Standout quarterback Braun Schaefer racked up over 2,500 yards last year, all conference as well coming back. So this is going to be a big one in the FVA.
Yeah, I mean, basically the same thing I said with Kimberly. This will be how they respond. Either if they get the big win over Kimberly, how are they going to follow it up? If they don't get the win over Kimberly, how are they going to follow it up? Are they going to, fix the mistakes? Are they going to rebound? Or how are things going to go so that they can stay in that conference title picture amongst the top teams in the FVA?
And as you mentioned, Nick, that is one tough schedule to play week to week to week to week to try to rebound should you slip at all anywhere along that pathway. So Fond du Lac has a hard road to plow through here in the first couple weeks.
Fondy started 0-5 last year. They did get into the playoffs to extend their streak of getting into the playoffs. It was not easy. They dropped another game to Neenah, I think it was, in there, but eventually did get into the playoffs before getting bounced out to Franklin in the first round there. So that's number 2 on the list here. Number 1, guys, here we go. It's Mayville at Springs on Friday, September 26th. Agree?
Yeah.
Yes, no?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. All right.
Another revenge game. Yeah, absolutely, for Mayville this time. And I actually thought last year you could have made an argument that maybe Mayville outplayed Springs in many aspects. They outgained them yardage-wise in that game, I do remember. But they were stopped 3 times on 4th down, and they threw a pick. And so you can't turn the ball over against Springs 4 times, and you're never going to beat them.
Right.
You just can't make those kinds of mistakes. And uncharacteristic to see a Coach Hilbert team do that. But this year, an opportunity to, this is going to be a Goliath one.
Yep, Springs just found a way. They seem to always find a way, no matter who they're playing. Obviously, they're favored in most games, but even the games where you're not quite sure which team's going to come out on top, like you said, you can't make a mistake against them. They'll exploit it.
As you talked about earlier, with Springs circling it on the calendar, Lamira circling it with the Lamira Mayville game, this is circled in the back head, even for Scott Hilbert. Scott is a guy who wants to win this game more than probably any game he has on his schedule 100% at this point after what happened last season and just the way they lost the game, because we've had conversations, and that was one that they felt that slipped out of their hands.
Yep.
A game that they thought that they had and they could win. And now you're coming back into it, and obviously you lost some of the players you had, but they lost some guys too. And these are two teams that are always at the top of the conferences in the last 5 to 10 years. So it's going to be a big one on September 26th, 100%.
I'll just say, if you're down on the sideline or at that game, the first play when Mayville and Springs play, the pads they sound different because they're hitting each other so hard. It's just, and that's the epitome of flyway football. Yeah. But it's a different level there in that game.
They do not like each other.
No.
Gentlemen, great job here tonight. Outstanding work. Appreciate you.
Yeah.
Appreciate you, Nick, for putting this all together, as you mentioned before, and everybody else's hard work that you've done here today. It was just a phenomenal show, once again, put on here by Radio Plus Sports.
Thanks to Josh Guy, Ike Holtzman, Kyle Baker, Kerry Longrey, Cam Galecki. Thanks, guys. Steve Winterhack was here a little bit earlier. Thanks to all the coaches. Thanks to all the players and all of our viewers for watching. You can check out our website, RadioPlusSports.com. Jeff's live stream has a schedule up there as well for
Absolutely.
games,
it's
right?
up there posted all the time, so see what we got going on.
Yeah, very good. For all of us here at the old radio station, 210 South Main Street in Fond du Lac, for Justin Schwartzmiller, Jeff Selwer, Jordan King, Lance LeCue, Nick Rush saying so long, and we cannot wait to show you the teams and the products we have for high school football. It's the beginning. It is week 1, and it's this week. Guys, thanks again. Appreciate working with all of you. Have a great night from Radio Plus Video Sports.